Quad City Sports Talk radio show in the world with the face who runs the place, T-Roy, the OG on the marquee, J-Bird, and the cat who runs the chat with the stats, Statman Surge. We are Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
Hi, everybody. How are we doing out there in Quad City land? If you're watching on Facebook Live, I'm just modeling a new Harrington's Pub St. Patrick's Day t-shirt. They're going to be available this afternoon at Harrington's Pub, 2321 Cumberland Square.
Love it.
They're really
like
soft.
It, Jake? Got a little locker tag, HP on the back.
So cute.
Ooh.
Very soft, very nice. Hello, neighbors. Jay.
Hello.
It's good to see you today.
It's good to see you.
You look very nice today, Jay.
Did you watch it again or something?
I'm trying to be like Mr. Rogers, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Fred.
Did you guys color coordinate before you came in today?
No.
No, we were just rolled out of bed
No.
Very patriotic.
together.
I had my
Jay rolled left, I rolled right.
yeah, I had my front street not front street, big girl pullover, and on
Yeah.
Tuesday with 7G. But
Those are nice ones.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Yeah,
it.
you know what? They gave me one
Now I need one.
for a skinny person.
For a skinny person.
Because they're 7G Tuesday with Coral.
Yeah, nothing fits a guy. Like
Corral.
What?
Corral with cheese. We're in the house, everybody. Brought to you by
Yeah.
Done Right Satellite and Dish. And
We
if you
can
don't
do anything
know,
else.
this is Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. We're on AM 1170, the K Barbarino, if you will.
Yeah, thank you for listening and tuning in to ESPN 1170. You can also listen to us on your smartphone. Download the app or your device. Download the app. Go to ESPN 1170 AM at wherever you download your apps. You can also listen to us on ESPN1170am.com.
I'd like to thank somebody, Jay.
Okay.
I'd like to thank Zach for having Cole bring Hazy Little Thing again. And I'd like to thank Bomber for bringing the Bud Light Seltzer so we can talk about that.
Are we cheersing?
Yeah, it's a newer product.
It is.
What's a new product?
This is newer
Oh, yeah.
than Hazy.
Yeah.
Hazy's been out for a while.
We cheersing?
Yeah.
We're all
We
cheersing.
talked about it like 3 weeks in a row, so not much more we can say about it. But we can talk about this Bud Light Seltzer and how it's been taking over the market, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what
It's
are
been
the
kinda
numbers?
killing it.
Because it's got to be putting a big dent into the competition, if you will.
I don't know numbers, honestly.
I'll bet it has.
Well, I get it twice
It's
a week.
been doing pretty well.
Well,
That makes me so happy.
Twice
If
a week,
if-
twice a weekend.
If it's Bomber approved,
Oh, it's Bomber approved already. She put a little stamp on it.
Yes,
heck
I do.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm the black cherry fan.
I'm still strawberry and mango.
Strawberry and mango. Bird, what's your favorite?
Lemon lime.
He's recruited me too. Lemon lime is now my favorite.
The power
I
rankings
like
go.
the lemon lime.
I
go
lemon
black-
lime, black cherry, mango, strawberry. That's
okay.
the power ranking.
I never had the mango. My power rankings go black cherry, lemon lime, and then everything else I don't
But
care.
have
They're
you tried the
all
lemon
delicious.
lime with Malibu and pineapple juice?
No.
Is it
Holy.
yum?
No, but I've been on a really big boat.
I've been on a big boat.
Little word of advice.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you drink the mango Bud Light Seltzer out of like those nifty
Tulip glasses?
silicone pint glasses
Oh,
that we get,
yeah, the Silipints.
Silipint, there you go. If you drink that out of there,
I need those.
it will, for some reason, the smell stays in there. So you can't move on, because if you have a variety pack from Bud Light Seltzer, you can't move on to like another flavor without still having that hint of the mango smell.
And
Word of
is it
advice.
just the mango?
It is just the mango.
Interesting. Well, that
Strawberry
one is
leaves a
more
little smell
flavorful,
behind.
I think.
Mangoes me happy.
Well, my boyfriend finally tried one of the Bud Light seltzers, and he said he's a fan of the black cherry.
He's a smart
It's
man.
number 2 on the
I'm
power
just
ranking.
not a
Obviously,
cherry
I mean,
person.
he's dating you. He's a smart man.
Well,
Look at that.
yeah,
See?
I know.
Well, Tira, you do the ordering. Would you say that the seltzer, the ordering is higher than the competition?
Right now, yes. It went from a drastic. It's slightly ahead, but everything's slowed down. By the way, seltzers really went compared to what like
starting to get
midsummer,
warm
like
out,
what
though.
was going on. So I'm expecting as the weather improves,
Oh, jeez.
it gets hot. We'll see what happens.
Oh, jeez.
Let's talk about the weather real quick.
Yeah.
Because by the way, people were out enjoying
How about that
it on
snow
Sunday.
today? How did you guys make it in here?
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you what. I got a problem with something local, Jay.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna call out the station,
Oh.
Okay.
but I'm gonna just say, if you're a local news network,
Which we are.
which we are,
Yeah, if I could sit there and say as a writer, I understand.
okay, but
as a news network, I understand.
okay, you are right. Good Lord.
For the first time in
if you
XFL
have to
history.
go to somewhere in the middle of Wisconsin to do a story about flooding in this town,
Wait, what?
if you have to go and pull a story from somewhere in Wisconsin about flooding
Yeah.
Okay.
to put on the airwaves, you couldn't find anybody in the GD Quad Cities to talk to you about flooding?
I think you're looking at this differently.
No,
Hold
I'm
on.
not looking at it differently. It was the fear of spring flooding.
Yes.
Well,
I think
you couldn't
that's a
have.
thing.
Okay, question. Do you know the station well enough to know that the person who went to Wisconsin actually traveled here from the Quad Cities to there, or are they taking stock footage from another
They
thing?
took stock footage, and
They
what
should
I'm
not do
getting
that.
at is
They should not do that.
I guarantee it was stock footage because they were talking to the guy and he was talking about a 2018
That
flood.
they should not do that.
2020.
We should not be doing that. Not
Right.
one bit.
You want to talk to somebody about flooding?
That's
I
frustrating.
guarantee I can name off 5 business owners that would love to talk to
We
you
should
about.
not be doing that in this area.
Yeah,
we
people
shouldn't
who
be
lost their
taking from
businesses.
we shouldn't be taking from affiliates and their stories and running it.
About floods.
About one thing about floods. It's one thing to say like in this area it's flooding right now. Right now.
Correct.
So
if
get
it was
ready
a story about flooding in Wisconsin currently,
because guess what's going to happen?
but that wasn't the case.
That's frustrating.
Not the case.
Do they just not want to spread panic here or something? Like, I don't get it.
It's just lazy reporting is what it is.
yes.
I'm sorry. It's completely lazy.
It's funny you mentioned that though, and not being lazy. But yesterday I was busy. I didn't.
Just call
I didn't,
people out. I don't
I didn't
care.
pick up my paper
What are they going to do?
off
Fire
the
me?
doorstep and get off the day running. But I grabbed Monday's paper and Tuesday's paper, and I was like, you know what? I'll take Monday, and I will do the crossword from Monday today, and maybe I'll do a 2-a-day at the gym because I didn't get to go yesterday. Whatnot? Who knows?
You sure? Because those guns are looking
Thanks, buddy.
sharp, man.
But Monday's headline of our newspaper in the upper right-hand corner said, "Snowstorm's coming." And I was very, very upset. Like, don't do this.
Were you skeptical?
Where are we getting the information from? Because I do know Saturday at some point there was something from the weather service that said Chicago could get hit with 13 to 18 inches, and you guys saw it because people shared it, and a lot of people saw Chicago in this area, which happens quite a bit, and I don't think we need to bang that drum anymore. But they looked at it and they go, Iowa weather or Quad City weather or whatever else. And it did say Chicago. And it was like Fox News Chicago or whatever else. I don't even know.
You could get lake effect snow depending on how the
Thank
thing
you.
is coming.
But and then all of a sudden people started sharing it like, oh my goodness, it's going to happen. And then out of nowhere, then the news started saying it. And I mean, that leads to another thing. What do you follow, the local news or do you follow the Weather Channel? Because the Weather Channel was kind of off and on. Today, the news said we had a 40% chance, and the Weather Channel app said a 0% chance.
I had a winter weather advisory on my weather channel.
I don't listen to any of it.
I try not to
I
either.
just go about my day. The only thing that's ever really accurate is the temperature. But even that fluctuates as the week goes on.
It's
accurate in my
but
car.
The day of it's accurate,
Yeah.
but before it's not.
yeah. Well, I don't know. It ended up going way south.
Yeah.
Like I think Muscatine got hit, but not very much.
Muscatine did?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was looking at the radar when I woke up, and it was kind of just below us, and it was like snow and rain.
It's
It
just
was
too much.
It was too warm for it to actually snow.
Yeah. All right. When the temperature says it's going to be 36, and just because the news guy says it will feel like 25,
It doesn't
36
matter.
doesn't work.
Yeah, wind chill doesn't work on elements.
It doesn't work. There's no accumulation at
Right.
36.
I mean, I'm no meteorologist, but
I didn't-
not either.
I took
I-
sixth
I-
grade
I-
science.
I know what the freezing point is,
Yeah.
Right.
which makes me wonder. Now, Leah, they found like this frozen bird in Siberia. Jay, ready
Is it
for
a
this?
dodo bird?
No, it wasn't a dodo bird, but it froze during the ice age 46,000 years ago, and they found like all other kinds of frozen stuff.
Yeah. They're
All right.
continuing to find frozen stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, how does it freeze instantly? Like the bird froze like in perfect
Like
form.
mid-flight.
Yeah,
It's a conspiracy.
isn't that weird? that make you wonder?
Is it still edible? Is what I want to know.
Hey,
It was a little bird. It was more like a
just little?
sparrow-sized looking bird.
Well, I mean,
A lark. It was a
oh,
whatever, an ancestor of a lark.
okay,
interesting.
no idea.
Just saying. Makes you wonder. If they found furry rhinos and furry elephants there too. Whatever they call them, woolly mammoths and woolly
mammoth,
rhinos. Yeah.
I didn't know there was woolly rhinos.
Yeah, woolly rhinos.
There's stuff we haven't even.
So make you
discovered
wonder,
yet.
Jay.
Oh, I know. It's crazy.
In this world of sports, what the heck's going on?
Does it make you wonder in this world of sports?
Yeah.
You know, not too much. Obviously, you have the combine going on, and I suggest everybody out there go follow Adam Rosso on Facebook and Twitter. He's kind of doing like live updates, and so looking at some
Yeah,
things.
you know, Twitter makes me mad, Jay, because it's not giving me any. I was all over it today, and it's not giving me anything Rosso.
What?
It's irritating.
Well, I shared it on Facebook. He did all the weigh-ins for all the measurements for Stanley and like Worf's whatever. Stanley, by the way, his hands are 10 inches. 10 inches.
Did you bring
Oh.
a measuring tape today?
By the way, I measured it at home.
Okay.
And
It's 10 inches.
no, it's not.
You want to call Amy right now?
Well, yeah,
Let's call.
No, yeah, what's she gonna
Let's
do?
call.
Mookie.
She was there. I had her mark my hand on the paper, and then we got the tape measure out.
He's got some big mitts.
Dude, who has 10
Stanley,
inch hands?
Stanley does. Nate Stanley.
All right, well, me and Nate have the same hand.
Mine are teeny.
I want to know what mine are because I have really long fingers.
I
They're
did it
Guarantee
today.
Mine
I-
are not 9.
Bud
They're
Light is
super
using
skinny.
this.
I bet my hands are bigger than yours.
Call
Like-
this
like
number, Jay.
Yours are better. Mine.
length. Yes.
Jay, call this number. Good Lord, Leah.
It's because my fingers are so long.
The pinky and
Mine are so little.
But look at my
Middle
finger.
finger. Yeah.
Jay,
Huh.
dial that number.
T-Roy
calling
could
her.
literally
We're calling
palm
Mookie
my
right now.
face.
Dial that
You
number.
call her first and say like, "Hey, I want to
Just-
put you on the air. We're not going to invade her day. As long as
We're
she says
gonna
it's
invade
okay.
her
Give
day.
it to me. I'll invade her.
Invade
day.
her
Plug it
day.
into there, one of the two. But just all you have to do is just ask her or whatever else.
We just need a tape measure. Who doesn't travel with a tape
Well,
measure?
this time it doesn't ring so much.
Dean
coming
might
in.
have a tape measure. I'll find it at commercial break. I'll go ask Dean. The
You got the
engineer.
volume turned up?
Because when people say
You-
something,
you're
is
just gonna go straight
so
to
big,
it.
you have to.
You know what you can
call 'em
do?
out on it.
Well, it doesn't see. I can't call out of here very well because I
Did you
don't
hit
get good
speaker?
reception. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Hey, you,
All right, you
I
ready?
feel so sorry for her.
Don't feel sorry for her.
She's a
Do
lovely
you think she'll
woman.
answer?
She'll be
She
happy.
may or may not.
Hello.
Hey,
Mookie, you're on air, so don't cuss.
What?
You're on air, so don't cuss.
Okay.
All right.
Why did you call me?
Well, remember what we did this morning
uh-oh.
with the
She's
paper?
like,
remember when we measured on the paper
Not
with my
that,
hand?
The other thing.
Yes. Yes.
What? How many inches?
10.
Ooh, snap!
Thank you, lover. Goodbye.
Bye.
I love her response. Bye.
Yeah,
I like,
she's
why are
annoyed.
you calling me?
Why? That's great.
I'm sure there's a tape measure in the production in the.
Well, you
engineer
know
room.
what you can do is you can use the measure app on your phone.
Oh yeah,
You
there's
can
a
mark it
ruler
down on the
there.
paper and then use the measure app.
God, good
Look
thing
at this.
we have corral.
Look at these kids. with
Millennial.
all of their devices. You're not even a millennial, are you?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to use that.
I'm like right on the cutoff because I was 95.
Okay.
Yesterday during the show, there was the celebration for Kobe and Gianna. Did anybody see anything? Any of the memorial service?
watched it
I saw
last
Michael
night.
J. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
How great was his last line?
I didn't get to watch the whole thing. Was the last line? What did he say?
He goes, "He's got me again," because now there's gonna be another crying meme out there.
Oh, I didn't know that was his
for-
last line.
That was the last thing he said about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was so sweet.
His
And he
co-
was balling.
Yeah, his line was, "When Kobe Bryant died, a piece of me died. He wanted to be the best basketball player he could be. As I got to know him, I wanted to be the best big brother that I could be."
Yep.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, he
So
kind of.
sad.
I watched like a pretty good chunk of what he was saying. Like, he went in to say like, there was times when he goes, he would just call me or text me or whatever at 10, 11, 12, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
He goes, at first, yeah, it was annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they.
He goes,
have-
but then I understood it.
He
You know.
even said, he's like, well, they have a history. He used to say, I was so annoyed by this kid trying to come up and compare himself to me, and he didn't like it at all. But then he goes, he grew on me as his talent grew. He grew on me. They've all kind of.
Yeah.
Shaq said the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. How do you guys feel about it being, what do you call it, to raise money though, using
A
the memorial-
fundraiser?
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
You
Why
think it's
not?
good to do? I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it.
What was it?
Listen, if you're gonna get a bunch of rich people in one room to celebrate life for somebody, might as well get them to empty their pockets and donate it to something.
Yeah, but
I'm all about it.
Yeah,
And listen, it's people donating money. It's
Right.
not the government coming in saying, we're going to take
Pony
your money.
up, right.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's people giving money for whatever it is. Mm-hmm. It's got to be a good cause, I'm sure. I'm not sure what the exact cause was.
They
but-
donated the money to Gigi's basketball camp.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah.
Right.
And that's going to help all
Dang.
kinds of kids, youth that don't have a way to get
But
to
isn't it
sports
in
and all
like
that.
Malibu? It's not for kids who can't afford it.
I'm sure it's for kids. I'm sure they help get kids in from
Okay,
that can't
I'll have to
afford
look
it.
into it more. I don't know that much about it, but I don't know. I
Either
had
way.
mixed feelings about it.
I don't.
I don't.
I really don't. I mean, if people
I mean,
donate,
it's voluntary.
Listen, it's your money. Like I'm not
Well,
gonna.
it's not. They
like,
had to pay to be there.
Yeah, they had to pay to be there, but that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's their money.
Yeah.
So if they want to go, they understood it. Like I
Right.
said, no one's.
I see both sides, and I'm not.
Yeah, I do too,
I mean,
honestly.
if Jay wants to go see a Michael Bublé concert, I'm not going to make fun of him.
I will.
That's his money. I have to go to the same concert because
Right.
that's what happens when you're married. And Michael Bublé is playing on your wife's birthday.
Hey, that guy's got a
It's just
killer
what
Christmas
happened.
album.
But you see what I'm saying? If
No, I do. I get what you're saying. I see both sides. I
Jay
see-
wants to keep buying his Snook sandals,
Right.
And that one girl makes fun of him. That's
do.
not cool.
I do want to.
You know who makes
I
fun
do
of him?
want to.
Hannah makes fun of me.
Hannah makes fun of
They're
his shoes.
so comfy.
Rhythm City. Well, it's
Are they
because I
Sanooks?
know, like, yeah, they're
I
Sanooks.
wear Sanooks too. They're,
I love them too. I
and
wear
then
them
you
too.
can wear them to death. They fall apart and they're still.
Because I got
Oh yeah.
was tired of
And you
getting
wash
made
them when
fun
they
of
start to stink.
about my Birkenstocks. I was getting tired of made fun of. I had to move
Yeah,
on.
you need to move on from Birkenstocks.
You know what else is
Now they're
super comfy
popular.
though is the Hey Dude shoes.
You're not a
Yeah.
1992 feminist. Okay, get rid of the Birkenstocks.
Okay.
I will
I have
forever
worn them
be
here.
basic because they are the most comfortable. It's like putting your foot in a piece of heaven.
I need new ones. Bad.
I like these Adidas I'm wearing.
I like my Sorels that I'm wearing.
The
I look kind of classy, but they feel like slippers.
Oh, you're classy.
Jay.
You're definitely
I had
classy, girl.
so we had our 7G company party on Saturday.
What happened?
And well, I went home early, but but I was wearing like 4-inch heels, and then to the dinner and everything, and then before we went out
Was
on
Chad
town,
Rauch wearing 4-inch heels too? I bet Chad
Yes.
Rauch was wearing heels.
he was gambling.
What about Diamond Dallas Page?
I don't know what he did.
Dallas, was he wearing like a low cut top?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could see
Yeah.
Dallas wearing a low cut top.
But anyways, I was wearing these super high heels, and then we decided to change before we went back out on the town. So I put on my Sorels, and I could not stop talking about how much better my feet felt. I was like, I feel like I'm wearing slippers.
Mm-hmm.
I was a few Easy Eddies deep, but
I worked in a jewelry store for 2 years, and when I quit, I was like, I'm never wearing heels again, and I
never.
haven't.
Yeah,
I don't.
You had to wear heels out there?
You had to wear heels and a suit
where at?
when I worked at Rogers and Hollins.
Oh wow,
2 years.
it's classy.
It was classy, make good money too, but heels every day, man. At
Yeah,
least
I
2
hear you.
inches.
If it was up to me, I would wear flip flops and a pair of shorts every day, and that's it.
That's my life now.
Shirt off.
That is what you wear, dude.
Yogas,
I just can't.
shirt off.
I want. Yeah, but I got it with my shirt off though.
nipple clamps.
Oh,
Ooh, you ever had nipple clamps?
here we go.
I'm wearing them right now.
All right.
Yeah, there you go, Cole.
That was a great Jay. All right,
Before we
Sports.
go to break,
Jay just wants to talk sports.
before we go to break tonight, number 18 Iowa, 19-8 in the year, 10-6 in the Big Ten, heads to East Lansing to take on number 24 Michigan State. We're 18-9 on the year, 10-6 in the Big Ten. This is the only regular season matchup between Michigan State and the Hawkeyes. The Hawks are 4-1 this year in one place, beating Ohio State, Rutgers, Wisconsin, and Northwestern. 3 of Iowa's remaining 4 regular season games will be against Quad 1 opponents. Iowa has 6 victories this season away from Iowa City, 4 true road wins, the 5th most in Big Ten behind Michigan State, who has 8, Michigan with 8, Penn State with 7, and Maryland with 7. More importantly, Fran McCaffrey has 1 victory from leading Iowa to another 20-win season. McCaffrey has guided Iowa to 20 wins or more in 5 of the last 7 seasons, and upper division finishes in the Big Ten in 6 of the last 7 seasons. Only Michigan State, with 7, has more first division finishes than Iowa and Wisconsin since the 2013 season. Iowa leads the Big Ten in scoring offense with 78.5 points per game. The Hawkeyes lead the conference in scoring 2 of the last 6 previous seasons, including last year. Keep your eye on Luka, of course. He's an All-American candidate. He's only one of 2 players nationally to average better than 23 points and 9 rebounds per game. He also ranks first in the Big Ten in scoring, 3rd in double-doubles, and 4th in rebounding. Scouting Michigan State. Michigan State, 13 in a net ranking, has won 2 of its last 3 contests after losing 3 straight in early February. The Spartans are 10-3 at home. Michigan State has lost its last 2 home games, though, to nationally ranked Penn State and Maryland. All time, Michigan State holds a 75-55 advantage over Iowa in the series. The Spartans have won 13 of the last 15 meetings dating back to 2011. Iowa snapped a 9-game losing skid in 2015, sweeping the season series. Michigan State has won the last 2 contests, 90-68 in East Lansing and 82-67 Iowa City. That's going to be a 6:01 tip-off tonight in East Lansing, Michigan. The Hawkeyes is one of those that they need, right, T-Roy?
They need
I say they need all of them.
I mean, they still have on the docket. They have a home game against Purdue, a road game against Illinois, and what is the other home game, Jay?
Let's see.
Penn State.
Yes, Penn State on the 29th, a leap day.
Yeah.
And Purdue, yeah. So it'll be Saturday, and then the 3rd at Purdue, and then away on March 8th at Illinois.
Well, they need one more win.
Yeah. This game tonight will be on ESPN2. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, ESPN 1170, talk more about the Hawkeyes. We got some this day in history. We've got to talk a little bit about boxing and maybe do some Wonderlick test. What do you think?
Well, we're doing some Wonderlicking.
All right.
I was going to say, when you said home game, I was like, my favorite home game is Spin the Bottle. What's yours?
Oh, boy.
Gotta love her. Gotta love her. Hey, girls.
Hey, what?
Do you guys like pizza?
Yes.
Well, did you know that Van's Pizza More just opened up by the Plex?
What?
I did
Yeah.
not.
The corners of Middle and Forest Grove Roads out there in Bettendorf.
Right in the corner?
Right on the Kona. They have outstanding
convenient.
I don't
daily
work there anymore.
specials. It's okay. They have outstanding daily specials on the Van's Pizza you two love. Today is Tuesday, so guess what's going on?
What?
2 medium, 2 topping pizzas for just $15.99. ladies.
2 medium,
that?
2 topping pizzas.
Num, num, num.
That'll fill
That's
your
a
little
dang good
tummy.
deal.
That's right. All you have to do is call the number. Remember this, you two. You ready? 563-232-1396.
Okay.
Pass that on to your friends.
And
they're
they
gonna-
deliver too, right?
They deliver if you're in Bettendorf.
Yeah.
Delivery is limited, so ask when you call. But yeah, it's hot and ready for pickup. Once again, the number. What is it?
2156.
563-232-1396.
You guys have the paper.
Oh. Huh.
This is Bobby
Call us
Metcalf
out.
from the Quad City Times, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM. The Will Kane Show.
There's one town where the marriage is perfect for the Chargers. They should move to St. Louis. What do you think the analogy is? Would this be like somebody's husband leaving them for another man? Some gold chain dude in Los Angeles, right? In order to get him back, St. Louis starts dating that dude's sister. How does that work? No, wait, I got my genders mixed up. Okay, let me do this right. St. Louis is a woman. Her husband left for another lady, and that LA Rockets brother is available, and St. Louis picks him up. The Rams and the Chargers.
Which one is the man?
Hold on, I'm sorting this out.
The Rams are actually going back with their ex.
All right, let me start this over again.
Then they went back to their
All right,
ex. They got remarried.
New and improved ex.
I can't do it.
Nailing the analogy.
The Will Kane Show, 2 till 5 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Roy, who is feeling older every day, and I think this is universal for people in sports, that you sort of can calendar your own age by guys you saw growing up playing when you loved sports, having kids who are now playing sports. But Roy has never felt older than he did during the break when, very sadly, he just said to me, Frank Gore's kid has enrolled at Southern Miss, and it's the first time you can remember an active athlete of any sort having a kid, but it's only because Frank Gore has been in the league 4 yards at a time since 1982.
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
Why would you when you can still get 4 yards?
Frank Gore Jr. is going to put it on the poll, Antonio. Is Frank Gore Jr. going to retire from football sooner than Frank Gore Sr.?
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
And now an old classic commercial from Mark Brenny.
We're out in the great north woods of Scott County with outdoorsman and part-time motorcycle maniac Mark Brenny of Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic in Bettendorf to see what he does in the off-season. Hey, Mark, what are you doing up in that tree?
Hunting deer. Don't want my family to starve this winter.
So, what's all that equipment you have there?
Well, there's my thermos, my Walkman, Game Boy, pork and beans, microwave, newspaper, well, and of course my trusty gun.
So, how'd you get all that out here?
Only one way. Got me a new Yamaha four-wheel drive all-terrain vehicle. Made it in one load. Comes with front and rear racks, A-frame suspension, shaft drive. I even put a camouflage cover on this one.
Okay, so what's with the snowplow?
Well, you never know. Hey, wait. I see a deer.
Mark, that deer is as small as my dog.
So, watch this shot.
Oh, Mark, I think you missed.
Well, that's how most deer hunts go. So let's just ride Yamaha four-wheelers the rest of the day. Hey, wait. There's another one.
See them at Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic, 4426 State Street, Bettendorf, across from Alcoa.
Did I hit it?
Almost.
Escúchame, it is the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
It is funny to have a coach say, no, I didn't mean to call them thugs. I meant to call them slugs. And I just want to officially parse the dumbest possible way we could ever discuss race in sports. Did the old guy mean slugs or thugs? If he meant thugs, racist. If he meant slugs, just good coaching. Maybe he's just old and made a verbal mistake because they fly around a lot and he's old. It is a great defense, though. It really is, because I believe him. I believe that he meant to say slugs.
I mean, it's really the only defense you can go to, right?
Racist!
I'm old. I meant to say slugs.
No, slugs! I'm just old and doddering. I'm not racist. Just old.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Get tickets today for the QCCA Expo Center's 4th annual Brewed Live. February 29th, over 35 local, regional, and national breweries will serve up over 100 of their favorite beers. Sample great craft beer with a new release every half hour, plus great barbecue from 2 men and a smoker. Tickets are just $30 for 1 till 4 p.m. or get early access at noon for just $10 more. It sold out last year, and prices go up on February 1st. So order your tickets now at QCCAExpoCenter.com. Brought to you by Highland Toyota, The Electric Doctor, Stern Beverage, and WQAD-TV.
Golick and Wingo in the morning. Dan Le Batard when you get to work. Don't hassle us. We're local for lunch. Spend your day with a Quad City Sports Leader. ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, let's roll it up. We're here in the Hassle Palace. Whatever. Yeah, something. And this is Don't Hassle Us Local on AM 1170.
Roll it up, he says, I guess.
Right. Roll it up. Girls are doing a wardrobe change.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was quick.
I have to go back to work after this, so I can't wear a t-shirt.
Oh, boo.
I know.
I can. My boss is 9 and 5.
Who?
I wish I could just wear a t-shirt
9
every day.
and 5 is her bosses are 9 and 5.
Yeah.
Not
All
that-
right. This day in history, February 25th, 1964.
Mm-hmm.
Cassius Clay wins his first title.
Who?
Cassius?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Knocked out Sonny Liston.
Yeah. February 25th, 1964, Ali wins his first title. That's 56 years ago today. A 22-year-old, at the time, Cassius Clay was 22 years old. He upset Sonny Liston in 7 rounds at Miami Beach's Convention Hall to win his first world heavyweight title. Liston had won 35 of his 36 pro fights, was an 8-1 favorite. Most boxing pundits didn't think Clay would last more than 2 rounds. In a pre-fight poll of 46 riders, only 3 picked Muhammad Ali or Cassius Clay to win it. In the 1960s, boxing was one of America's most popular sports and received more media coverage than pro or college basketball. The fight was broadcast on TNT, but most Americans listened on ABC radio. And Howard Cosell actually was on the action. He wasn't very famous back then, though.
Howard Cosell?
Yeah, Les Kreider was one, and then Howard Cosell was actually called the action. According to Sports Illustrated's Richard Rothschild, Liston's story came to a sudden end when his wife found him dead in their Los Angeles home January 1st, 1971. Police ruled the death a heroin overdose, even though Liston was not known for as a substance abuser. Many of Liston's associates said he was a victim of a mob hit. Meanwhile, as we know, Muhammad Ali converted to the Muslim faith, changed his name, and successfully defended his title 9 times. 15 months later, after this fight, Ali knocked out Liston in the first round of their rematch, which produced one of the most iconic photographs of the 20th century. We all know The one where he's standing over him.
Oh, yeah. What a boss.
What a boss. All right. Speaking of boxing, Bomber called the fight the other night, what it was going to be. And maybe she knew something that Deontay Wilder should have.
That it hurts to get hit in the ear?
Well, that's not what he's saying.
Oh, what's he saying?
He blames the 45-pound costume he wore in the ring for weakening his legs and contributing to his loss against Tyson Fury.
You know who makes excuses?
Losers.
Losers.
Millennials.
I didn't say this yesterday. I didn't say this yesterday, but we talked about
I'm a millennial.
the
it's
corner
okay.
throwing in the towel. And I said this at home. I said that corner man will not be employed for the next fight.
That's true.
And he actually went on to say that there was a pre-fight agreement that no matter what, you don't throw the towel.
Never.
Despite what Duke is saying when you're fighting the Russian, throw the damn towel! There was a pre-fight agreement. He said that the guy in the corner was getting told by someone in the stand who was also a fighter. I don't know who. They didn't name it. But Deontay Wilder said he feels like there's a conspiracy. That someone's saying, throw the towel in. He's had enough, throw the towel in. So it's very unlikely that, I think the guy's name, the guy who said, you can't hear, his name was Jay. He will not be in his corner next time. So,
I don't blame him.
you got a conspiracy and you got a 45-pound outfit.
Well, I guess he won't wear the outfit. Maybe he should have been carried to the ring like the King did.
Yeah.
Maybe Patsy Cline should be on your side. What an excuse, though. Give me a break.
You lost. I mean, he got beat.
They always do this. They always.
He's a good fighter. He shouldn't have to be making excuses.
Right,
he should
but
just be like, you know what? The best man won today. I'll get him next time around.
Be humble.
Yeah, be humble. And
just like in football.
the dude was pretty humble in victory, too, for the most part.
Until now.
And even his whole thing was that, I'm a soldier. I'll die on my shield, and that's what I did. I don't really understand that reference.
Well, it goes back to ancient times, Jay. So when you died,
now you're a historian.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to help you out here.
Okay.
So they carried you off the battlefield on your shield.
Yeah.
So one dude had one handle, one dude other hand, and you were laid across your shield. That's
Meaning
how
you
they
fight
carried
to
you
the
out.
very end.
You were slouched over your shield, however it was, but you were dead as a doornail, and then me and
As
Leah
a
just
doornail.
carried you off.
But that's a matter of making it easier to drag a body, not like
No, I think
out
the
of
metaphor
But
means.
the metaphor means you died on the battlefield.
But you
Died
died.
Yeah.
on your shield.
Okay.
I was carried off the field on my shield.
I think it means.
And that's what he wanted to say.
You died-
He would rather have been knocked out or died or whatever than have someone throw in the towel.
I think it means dying on your shield rather than dying under your shield. You weren't hiding.
Sexton
you brought
Ford's
it.
Elite Day sale is one day only. Saturday,
No,
January
it's the
29,
carry.
all
I don't know
new
how
and used
that
vehicles
happens.
are drastically reduced, starting as low as
Steve-
$9.99.
Steve just has such a
350
wonderful
cars
voice.
and trucks in stock with no
What is that?
reasonable
Don't
offer
shut it off,
reviews,
whatever you
and
do.
anything will
Keep
be
it playing.
Do.
That's beautiful.
Why is that happening?
I don't know.
Jay knows what he's doing, everybody.
He does.
He
You know what?
Actually, there wasn't
It's
a
It's not Jay's fault.
Tuesday. It's a
I don't
weird
think
Tuesday.
anybody can hear us right now, Jay.
It's
I
the
think you
Monday
shut
is
everything off.
Tuesday.
No, they can still hear us. It's a play button, but I can't figure out how to pause that. No, they can hear us.
Oh, you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm waiting for the Facebook thread to be like, what in the world?
What's Jay doing?
Because it has what a
Oh, I
like
guess-
an
and-
8 to 10
It's
second
over
delay.
now. That's over. My hand hit the mouse to hit the Zeta system. So
It happens.
what do you mean? That's exactly what happened. I was like, oh yeah, I'm making up stories.
We have video footage.
Yes, because we're on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't see it.
Well,
Oh yeah.
the combine is upon us, folks. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to get a measurement. Anyway, the combine is upon us. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do this Wonderlick thing.
First you wonder, then you lick. Then you don't
No,
wonder. Then you don't wonder
no,
anymore.
Bomber. We're not going down that road.
What? I didn't.
The Wonderlick is a test on the. No, you didn't. The Wonderlick test is part of the NFL combine.
All right,
Figure
I'm
out
taking it.
it's an intelligence thing.
It's an intelligence test for quarterbacks, correct, in the NFL.
If you're going to read the questions, you're going to have to give us a little bit longer time.
I can't. It's timed. I've done everything. I even printed off like this entire thing of other questions, but this is like for a job one. That's not the NFL one.
So preface it from yesterday. You have to explain to people, you have to explain to listeners what we're doing.
I have no clue.
All right, the Wonderlick test is given to the NFL potential draftees at the combine to figure out where they're. It's kind of like an IQ test.
Yeah.
And hold on, I have print off here. scores of the Wonderlic.
Is it me versus Troy?
It's not versus anybody.
It is,
I'm just
too.
trying to figure out exactly. Like, do you want to know some scores? Do you want to know some scores here?
No, I want to get
A
our
perfect
scores.
score has only happened once.
Who?
Until today.
Well, I tell you what, Bomber off the air. No doubt that maybe you could do that, but not if I'm in control of clicking things and everything
Are you saying
else.
you're going to cheat for Troy?
No, I'm saying it's not hard. It's not
No
easy
one
to do with
needs
two
to
people at
cheat
one
for
time.
T-Roy. I can do this.
This happened. Where is he? At?
Quality Waterloo education right here, kid.
Hey,
Waterloo.
That's almost as good as Clinton.
Way better than Clinton.
Hey, I went to All-in.
I know, and you've made it so far. That's amazing.
That's the Illinois Assumption right there for you, brother.
I went to 3 different elementary schools.
There's nothing I hate more. It's when people just read stuff on while they're on the radio instead of like being prepared. But I thought I was prepared. Now the name escapes me.
No.
It was a punter from Harvard. He scored a 50 out of 50.
Harvard.
Harvard.
Yeah.
Go pick up on some of these Harvard cuties.
Ew.
Um,
Like Clementines?
No.
Clementine.
They're driving me nuts.
I don't think, Harvard, meh.
Remember your pirate jokes, Jay?
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Oh, Lyric had a heart. Wait, what's the pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? R. R. How cute is that? What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what?
What do you call a dog with no hind legs and steel balls?
T-Roy.
Sparky.
Oh.
T-Roy.
That's so cute.
Did you ever change your Facebook language to pirate?
No, you can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Consider it done, my friend.
It's still a thing.
It's
It's hilarious.
I've changed my phone to Hebrew.
How's that work?
My kids were playing with it, and I didn't know how to get out of it.
That would suck.
I changed
Yeah.
my Siri to
I
Australian
remember
mail.
people used to do
I
that.
love
They used to
that.
change your phone to Spanish. They thought they were cute. I'm like, yeah, now get it back, a-hole.
Well, Spanish I can read. I can't read Hebrew.
The 5 best scores ever at the NFL Combine by NFL players. The 50 perfect was by Pat McAnally. He was from Harvard. It was in 1975. He was chosen in the 5th round.
How do you like them apples?
Mike Malua, defensive end, scored a 49 in 1995.
Okay.
That's the year I was born.
Kevin Curtis scored a 48 in 2003. He was a wide receiver. It's the highest of any wide receiver in NFL history. Ryan Fitzpatrick scored a 48. Ben Watson, tight end, in 2015 scored a 48.
What do you think you're going to get, Troy?
The 5 worst are Frank Gore at 6.
Look where he's ended up.
Oscar Davenport, a 1999 North Carolina quarterback, scored a 6 also.
He didn't have much of a career.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Gore did.
Safety Ed Prather scored a 5. Never played a single down in the NFL.
5.
Yeah. Darren Davis, remember that name?
No.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm. He scored a 4.
Why do I know his name?
Because you know his older brother, Troy.
T-Roy?
Troy Davis?
Mm-hmm. Iowa State.
Okay.
Darren Davis rushed for 3,763 yards in 4 seasons in Iowa State. He scored a 4 on the Wonderlic at the 2000 Combine. He went on draft and went on to play in CFL. And then Morris Claiborne. But he scored a 4. But you know what? Later on, he was diagnosed with learning disability.
Morris Claiborne was drafted by Dallas Cowboys, first round.
Yeah. They actually traded up to draft him.
He actually played for the
With the
Super Bowl
6th
champion
yep.
Chiefs this
With
last
the
season.
6th overall pick in the
Bombs.
2012
Did you know
draft.
that?
What's that?
Morris Claiborne?
I didn't hear. I was ignoring you.
Okay.
But
You're not going to get a perfect score doing that.
Hey.
I'm not looking off your paper, T-Roy. I'll be okay.
you go down.
I don't know when this was
down
posted.
like
I couldn't
prom night.
find. I couldn't find Dak Prescott's score.
I still like Dak Shepard better.
But
Supposedly they're signing him today.
Are you going to take it, Coral?
What?
Corral with cheese? Are you going to take this test?
I don't know.
Take it with us.
Give me a piece of paper, T-Roy.
Gimme got his ass beat.
Aaron Rodgers scored a 35.
That's pretty good. You can tell he's a bright feller.
Who?
He's no dumb.
Who got what?
Aaron Rodgers.
Andrew Luck scored a 37.
He's just smart. He went to Stanford.
That doesn't mean anything. You can buy
Smart.
your way. You can buy your
Baker
way
Mayfield
to
scored a
colleges.
25. Roethlisberger scored a 25. I actually took this earlier today. I scored a 26.
26?
I ran out of time. Yep.
So all I have to do is beat Jaybird.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then I'll be happy.
It's not just... it's not a measuring contest.
It is.
Brett Favre scored a 22.
You had a good career.
Mm-hmm. Calvin Johnson scored a 41.
Wow.
Cam Newton scored a 21. Carson Wentz scored a 40.
This is out of 50, right?
This is out of 50, yeah. Trying to find some other names out there.
Who
Give me a name.
Jamal Charles, because I know he was short. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I love him because he was special ed. He was very, very low IQ, but one of the greatest.
He might not have been at the combine, though.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing.
I'd be curious to see what he would get on this.
Jay Cutler scored a 26. Jeff George scored a 10. Eli Manning scored a 39.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre was a 22.
Okay. Yeah, see? He's like half skill, half
You got
smarts.
Aikman on there?
Let's see. Johnny Manziel scored a 32.
Really?
Yeah. Troy Aikman.
Who else? Tyreek Hill.
Let's see. Tom Brady, 33. Macho Man Tommy Savage scored a 29. Aikman scored a 29.
33 for Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me as all that.
Oh, he's smart.
Is he? No, you don't know. You're just
Tim
looking at
Tebow scored a 22. Steve Young, a 33.
You can tell Steve Young's smart. That Mormon education.
The thing, guys, it's not easy to do this when we're doing this on the air type of thing. Makokata and Makokata product, Iowa State quarterback Sage Rosenfeld scored a 32. So, all right, doing this, I mean, do you...
Well,
we're not going to be able to get this done. Like, I don't know.
He's saying we're going to run out of time, so there's no way we're going to score a perfect
So
score.
cut it in half, and we'll base it on that. It's not hard to decrease the odds in the
Do you
score.
guys want to do it combined together, figure it out? Because, I mean, I can't really read it, and then I have to submit an answer.
Nobody carries this trophy off the field but me.
It doesn't
He can't.
work.
He's got to submit an answer.
Do we take it at
Oh,
home
it's
and
online?
reconvene
It's
later?
online. Yeah.
Oh,
See?
darn it.
Send everyone the link.
Let's
Combined.
see how we can do combined, Leah.
All right, fine.
We can
Team
go
efforts.
head to head later.
Oh.
Yes.
Mhm.
Promise?
Sorry, guys. I can't carry this team.
You can help.
You can help.
Probably not.
You're smarter
Come
than
on,
you think
let's
you are,
do
I
it.
bet.
Smarter than a 5th grader.
I don't know.
This
That's
is a
pretty
12-minute
hard.
test. This is a 12-minute test. This is really bad radio.
I don't
but
care.
I don't want to push this anymore. We need to take a break, come back, and take the Wonderlick.
All right.
That's what we need to do.
Good Lord.
12-minute test.
All right, Quad City. Stop
don't want
telling me
any
where I'm going
arguments
to
either.
take my tests.
I want you. I want to
Okay,
remind
y'all.
you. I didn't make this test. I don't want any arguments or this is stupid. Just answer a question. That's all I'm
How
saying.
can we? How can we? How can we converse from across
Here we go.
the field?
He'll say the
Write
thing.
down your notes, yeah,
and
and
We're
you guys
just
will
going
come
to
up with
say
it.
it out loud.
Ugh.
When you know the answer, we'll say
I'm
it out
already
loud.
stressing out about this.
Are you sweating?
Yes.
See, T-Roy with the
You
G-cup.
are, yes, dude.
Because you guys are gonna yell at me. Oh, this is so dumb. I didn't
only
do
if
it.
we did. Only if we get a bad score.
Yeah.
If we
So
get a bad.
dumb.
If we get a good score, then you're not in trouble. You got a 50-50 chance, Bird.
Yeah, I love it.
What are you worried about?
Godspeed, little buddy.
Can I read my ad?
Yes.
All right. Quit telling Leah where to go to get her oil changed, or
Yeah.
T-Roy where to go to get a tattoo.
Seriously.
And if Cora wants to grab lunch somewhere, don't tell her what to do.
Exactly.
All she's got to do is grab her Locals Love Us guide, or get on her little phone, click into localsloveus.com, browse the Quad Cities. They have all the favorites listed, right, Coral?
Yep.
Even rank the most popular ones for you.
Wow.
Those are our friends from Locals Love Us, my little buddy Chopper. They're your guide to the best.
To the chopper.
To the chopper.
This is WQAD's Matt Randazzo, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Precision Air team starting lineup. First, let's welcome the masters of comfort and efficiency, your residential and commercial heating and AC service team. Next up, put your hands together for the All-Star Furnace and AC installation team, the trained dealer comfort specialist. And finally, your Quad Cities geothermal specialist. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Precision Air starting lineup. Financing available online at PrecisionAirQC.com. Precision Air. We'll be right there.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
A tweeter writes in, well, that's nice. Le Batard just wrapped a segment praising the blatant cheating of Calipari at UMass and Memphis. It was magical, he said. Also, lots of love for Memphis now, defending their current rule breaking and embracing it. Great work, guys. Set the bar high for everyone.
Is that guy?
All right, listen here, Tucker Martin. The sport's being investigated with FBI wiretaps. There's testimony that the starter at Creighton cost you $100,000. Memphis got this Weissman kid cheap. They got him at a tenth of the price. Penny got him discounted. Like, what do you think you're watching? Quit trying to make it pure. It's not pure. Pure things are not FBI wiretap.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Sexton Ford's Leap Day sale is one day only. Saturday, February 29th. All new and used vehicles are drastically reduced, starting as low as $9.99. Over 350 cars and trucks in stock with no reasonable offer refused, and anything will be taken in trade. Plus, credit applications will be processed, regardless of credit rating. Don't miss out. Leap year won't happen for another 4 years. Sexton Ford's Leap Day sale. Doors open at 8 a.m. on Leap Day, February 29th.
Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
Plus tax, title, license, dock, and fees. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
I think steak is one of the most overrated foods. When people say, what's the meal you want, the best meal you can have, people say a good ribeye, a good New York strip, and I just think that those are overrated. And I'm always going to go maybe some seafood, some nice chicken dish. I just prefer that stuff over the steak.
I firmly disagree with that assessment.
I think most people would.
The most overrated food is lobster. It's the cockroach of the sea. That's right, I said it.
These are shocking things. All right, put it on the poll, Guillermo. Is steak overrated? Is lobster overrated? Do you eat the fat? Because Stugatz is saying the fat is the best thing. I don't think a lot of people think the fat is the best thing. Do they?
It's so good. Like, you ever just grill a ribeye and at the very end on the edges, there's that fatty part of it.
Oh,
it is
right
in the garbage. Right off the right in the garbage. I'm going to throw you in the garbage. What's the matter with you?
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
What are you doing for your 65th birthday, Sharon?
Oh, a cute little picnic with the grandbabies. I'm a bit worried, though. I really need to get enrolled in Medicare and buy a Medicare supplement plan. But there are so many supplement plans out there. It's so complicated.
Aw, don't worry. Health IQ helped me save 24% on a Medicare supplement plan, and it only took a few minutes.
You saved 24%? That's big savings. How'd Health IQ do it?
Their experts know that living a healthy lifestyle is associated with lower rates of heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. So because I'm active, it just makes sense that I should pay less.
An insurance agency that rewards you for living a healthy lifestyle? That's a smart idea. I'm going to give them a call right now so I can focus on my big day.
To get your free quote, call 1-800-600-3590. That's 1-800-600-3590.
Health IQ is an agency offering plans from different insurance carriers. No government or Medicare affiliation. Coverage and special rates not available in all counties or cases.
Download the ESPN 1170 app today and never miss a thing. Breaking news when it happens sent straight to your phone. From the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Alrighty, we're back here in the Hassle Castle. We're about ready to take the Wonderlic test.
Before we do that, it is Quad City Restaurant Week.
It is?
Yes. It started off a couple days ago. It started yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, the 24th. I want to remind everybody about going down to the Bayside Bistro in the village of East Davenport. They've been on the show before. You guys, they've talked to you. They talked to you about their gourmet popcorn, their smoothies and fresh juices, but this is just not. It's more than that, and it's just not an ordinary sandwich shop. You won't find deli meat in their menus. They use fresh ingredients, and the orders are made from scratch. You can get the Bayside po' boy to the roasted beet and green bean salad. Bayside Bistro has an incredible menu that specializes in deliciousness. They do catering. They host They host private events. They'll go to special events. They have gluten-free options. They have plant-based diet options. They have entrees all over the dinner menu. Most importantly, they are locally owned.
Somebody's calling.
Ah, here we go. All right.
Oh, boy.
Real quick, I'll come back to Bayside Bistro. All right, this is our guy.
All right, who do we have?
Long-time listener, long-time caller, 8.5-inch hands, Daddy.
You measured them this morning, too? Did Jim Mookie do it for you?
What's that now?
Did Mookie measure your hands, too, or did you have to have someone else?
No, I went straight on my own on that deal.
All right.
We need.
So,
yeah, I gotta get it measured.
I have to
let
get
me talk
measured.
to you before you take this Wonderlic test.
Sure.
Okay? So you talked about Hot Mic
Mm-hmm.
months ago.
Yeah.
I actually got approved to broadcast on Hot Mic. I told you about that on Facebook.
That's right. That's awesome.
So if you guys download the Hot Mic app,
Mm-hmm.
go to the J Crew. That's going to be. I got a bunch of people lined up. If you can go there and follow us, that would be awesome.
Okay. So
How
what
do you spell Hot Mic? HOTMIC?
Yep. Exactly.
And you guys are called the J Crew?
The J Crew.
Like
Kinda
JAY?
the clothing, but not. No, just the letter J.
Okay.
Oh, like the
store.
clothing wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So
Yeah.
what are you calling first? XFL game?
We're going to go with an XFL game, I think, next week. And then we're definitely, like I say, everything's pointing towards WrestleMania. So
And how many do you have in your crew?
there's 5 of us so far.
There's going to be 5 of you calling WrestleMania?
No, there's going to be me and what I call a special guest
Okay.
Wow.
every time. There'll just be 2.
She's the doer.
All right. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you did that. We talked about it. We were gonna do Royal Rumble, but it just didn't work out. And I'm happy that you're doing it. I'm glad that I'm glad that they approved everything for you.
I listened in after you said that, and the wrestling commentators were just terrible.
Okay.
I mean, it was hard to listen to. And so I applied to be a commentator. They declined me. And then I sent an email back, well, your wrestling commentators are garbage, so you need to figure something out. And then they approved me like a minute later.
Okay.
Well, good job, Browns
Like you
backer.
said,
No,
hey,
hey, did you
really
get the
better
idea?
than-
I'm sorry. Did you get the idea from the girls, the Emily and Jessica? Because didn't they do something similar
Yeah,
to
they
this?
did Hot Mic. Yeah.
Okay.
We were gonna call Tira. I think you were gone. We got approached to call it American Eye, but I just didn't want to do it. In the end, there's too much going on. And then, Brown's backer was like, hey, he listened obviously to the Royal Rumble, and he did the right thing by saying like, hey, I mean, you guys need to change. It's almost like kind of what we did when we approached radio stations about this job. Be like, hey, we need to have something local. He said you guys need to get better at. Hot Mic needs something better, and they said okay. So good for you for going out there and putting your neck out there.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So Hot Mic, look up the J Crew, give us a follow. That would be awesome. We're the only, from what I've seen, you go through the other broadcasters, there's no one else in the Quad Cities doing it.
Sweet.
No, there's no one else in the Quad Cities
That's
doing it.
awesome,
So,
brother.
Yeah, get your feet wet doing the XFL, and then get ready to do WrestleMania. It's a
Get ready
grind.
to do some Browns games. Huh?
Yeah, definitely some. We're definitely NFL. We're going to be doing all that stuff.
Oh, that's great. Good for you. And
But
that's
definitely, if I get a follow from everybody, that would be great.
yeah. Once again, you have to download the Hot Mic app. That's HOTMIC, and then you have to follow. Again, what is it to follow you?
The J Crew.
The J Crew. All right. We will. We'll be in touch with you before. Do you think you're going to do one this weekend, the XFL, or do you not know when you're going to?
I'm
Okay.
going to next weekend. I've got some equipment coming in from Amazon,
Yeah.
microphones and whatnot. So we're definitely pointing at next weekend.
Awesome. Good for you. That's great. And I'm glad that we got to a little dumb show like ourselves got to go and to do something like this. That makes us happy.
Hey, I appreciate all the help, all the support. And by the way, on the Wonderlic test, every answer is C.
You got
I'm
it.
out.
Love it. All right. Okay. Thanks to Browns backer for calling in. Always a pleasure. Yeah, he messaged me yesterday. We were going back and forth about the XFL. Shared about my parlay, and then doing well. Guys, I tell you what, this is not a visual test. So stop drawing pictures.
I'm not drawing
Whatever else.
anything,
This isn't
Teacher
pictures.
Jay. Leah's drawn penises and boobs.
I haven't never in my life
He's
would
so once again in the classroom of teenagers.
This is exactly what it's like to teach a bunch of teenagers. This is exactly what it's like to teach high school. I'm in the middle of a phone call, T-Roy jumping in every once in a while. I was like, hey, where'd you hear about it? I'm like, T-Roy, you were gone on vacation when we were doing the whole thing.
I'm sorry.
You're drawing pictures of private parts. You're doing some type of calligraphy over here.
Hers is G-rated, though.
There's
God
no way you
bless
guys
her.
are even going to do this test. The only thing you're going to do is complain the whole time. Like,
No,
no,
we're
it's
not.
BC.
This is literally why he quit teaching. You can see the fire in his neck.
It's going to take 180 seconds to answer question 1 because you guys aren't going to get over it. You guys are going to be too busy giggling about it.
That's stupid anyway, Mr. Foster.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Come on, can't we just watch another movie, Mr. Foster?
I told him, I was like, you would have hated me as a student. He goes, no, I would have loved you as a student. He goes, I like the troublemakers.
He says he likes to
I was
trouble
fine
me.
with them.
And then look at him now.
I was fine with them. I get a kick out of being smart, but there's a time when you just like settle down and be like, all right, we're gonna go. Now, do you guys think you have it to be able to do this test?
Yes.
The maturity, maybe not, but the patience.
I
yes.
want to prove Anderson wrong because Anderson, he only has one lick. He can't even do a full lick.
The tough thing here is because you read faster, your eyes go faster than your ears. So there is going to be some struggle here, whatever else. But the thing is, with the three of you, to come up with the best answer as fast as you can, okay?
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Here we go. And here we go.
All right, so I put this on the Facebook Live, the Wonderlic test that we're doing. It is at footballiqscore.com. So you guys can take this on your own. It's 50 questions in 12 minutes. You'll be presented with 50 questions of varying format and difficulty. You've got 12 minutes to take the test. But time flies, so don't waste too much time on any single question.
Oh, jeez.
Upon completion, you are provided a badge with your score and the NFL player you scored better than. You can embed it on your personal website, a blog, or share it to your favorite social media site. I don't know why I added that in there. I just kept reading. All right. Are you guys ready to go?
Yes. Ready to go. Ready, boss.
I need chapstick.
Before I will say confirm, go. But if you need me to read anything else, I will. All right, ready?
All right.
Here we go.
Go.
Choose the sentence that most closely resembles the meaning of the proverb, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Okay?
Yep.
Option 1. Committing 2 wrong acts is twice as bad as 1.
No.
No.
2. You can't be right by being wrong.
Correct.
Seeking revenge only makes things worse.
Ooh, I like that one.
They're both good.
2 rights don't make a wrong.
3. C.
B.
Oh, shit.
You have to... Okay.
Shoot.
Okay, B. Is it B?
I said C.
It's B or C.
I was a tiebreaker.
Seeking revenge only makes things worse.
I'd say C.
It's B. Come on.
Okay.
We're going for fact, not emotion.
Okay, write this down. Write
Okay,
these down.
millennial.
Write these down. Write these down.
Okay.
Unscramble the letters to form an English word.
Okay.
D, R, O, H, H, C, R, P, I, S, A. God, that's terrible.
Hypocrisy.
What?
Hypocrisy.
Yep.
Okay.
Hypocrisy.
There's no Y.
There's no Y.
Oh.
And there's a D.
Oh.
That is the hardest one. Again, I took this earlier. That's the hardest one.
Skip it.
Pass. Good call. That was tough.
Can we
Put that
go
later.
back?
We'll come back. You can come back later.
Okay, go.
Chris had $4 in cash, in which he purchased coffee for 79 cents, a bag of chips for $1.69, and a lottery ticket for $1. If he does not have to pay sales tax, how much change should he receive? So you have to add 79, 169, and $1. Subtract it by 4. Subtract that from 4. There's a 2 involved here. That's obviously.
342.
No.
No, it's not an option.
What you get back.
What you get back is change.
Oh.
If it's
92 cents.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not an option. I have
Actually,
$1.50,
no.
$1.52,
It's-
$1.12,
It's 4 minus 348.
That's $1.52.
$1.52.
Yeah, ends
No.
in 2.
Okay.
Hey.
Back. Okay,
You
going
guys
on.
know math.
All right. Do the words revelation and relativity have opposite meanings, similar meanings, or no relation?
No relation.
Revelation.
No relation.
No relation.
Jacob was 27th in line at the airport. He was also 27th from the back of the line. How many people were in line?
54.
Yep.
Wouldn't it make him 55?
53.
Wouldn't that make him 55? There's 27 in front of him.
Oh, you're right. Add 1.
Wait, he's 27th in the line. There's 27th from the back.
Yeah, 55.
55,
then.
you're right.
55.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
add
Okay,
1
sorry.
because he's the one. Gotcha.
Choose the word that correctly completes the following sentence. This bike blank in the garage. Okay, here they are. Gone, going, go, goes. This
Goes.
All right.
No wonder Gordon only scored a 6.
The Johnson household has a food budget of $355 per month. They have already spent $187 this month.
Mm-hmm.
How much is left in their budget for the month? 178, 162, 168, 182. It ends with an 8, obviously.
162.
No, it ends with an 8, obviously. 5 minus 7 right there, automatically 15.
What are our choices?
178, 162, 168, 182.
168.
I can't do math that fast.
It's 168.
Okay, I'm moving on.
I can't do math that fast.
Type in the word typewriter requires only one row of keys on a standard computer, on a standard keyboard. True.
What?
Guys, it's true.
All right,
True.
then do it.
Yeah.
Just look at your keyboard right now.
When the letters are rearranged in, are you ready?
Yeah.
C, C, I, I, A, P, F, you get the name of a state, country, continent, ocean, planet.
Pacific.
There you go. That's an ocean. Very
Ocean.
good.
Ocean.
Yeah, I did not get that.
A 5-foot-tall woman is standing near a flagpole which casts a shadow 21 feet on level ground.
Oh, God.
If the woman's shadow is 3 feet long, how tall is the flagpole? It's 3 feet.
Woman's shadow is 3 feet long.
Yeah.
This is like a triangle.
Yeah, skip it. I don't know. That's too much math.
Yeah, no. Not my thing.
I missed the first part of the question, so I don't.
10 feet. I don't know.
All right.
2 is harpsichord.
What is the next number in the sequence? 4, 11, 25, 53. So it was 7, then 14, then 20. That's not 21.
4, 11, 25.
And then 53.
4, 11, 25, 53.
Yeah. 4, 11, 25, 53. What is the next number in the sequence? 4, 11, 25, 53. While you guys are figuring that out, I want to remind you when we're taking the Wonderlic test of the NFL.
Nope.
People are just tuning in.
It is hard, Andy, when you don't have calculators.
You're not allowed a calculator.
All right, hold on. What's 28 times 2?
56.
56.
The next number is 109.
Okay.
Nope.
It's now it's 5 times. I hate this one. Now it's 5 times as long since noon as it was 4 hours ago. What time is it now?
Say what now?
Now it's 5 times as long since noon as it was 4 hours ago. What time is it now?
Skip it.
Okay.
What?
That's too much thinking.
I don't like that at all.
That's crazy.
Assume the first 2 statements are true. All restaurants in Japan serve beverages.
Mm-hmm.
Fanta is a popular soda in Japan. Do Japanese restaurants in the United States serve Fanta? Yes, no, not certain.
Not
No.
certain.
No.
Not certain.
Not certain. You're in America. Yeah. It's not Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Unscramble the letters to form a word. T T E E R C A D S.
Pterodactyl.
T T E E R C A D S.
Decaters.
Catered. Scattered. Scattered.
Scattered. You're right.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, very good.
If 1 serving of cookie dough makes 4 cookies, how many cookies can be made with 28? If 1 serving of cookie dough makes 4 cookies, how many cookies can be made with 7 servings of cookie dough? 28.
28.
Right? Yeah. I read
I knew that
fast in my
one.
head. All right, we're not very far. Max needed to get 7 new doors from the home improvement store for his house. He could only hold 2 doors at once. How many times did Max have to visit the store? He needed 7 new doors. He can only hold 2
4.
doors at once.
4.
Yeah.
Very good.
Ooh.
I can do this one for you. And unfortunately, you guys have to look. It's a visual.
Yeah, do it.
Moving on. Max needed 7 new doors from the home improvement store for his house. His car could only hold 2 doors at once. How many times did Max have to visit the store?
4. We already did that.
Well, for crying out loud.
He could only carry 2 the last time. Now his car can only fit 2.
His truck is small.
Yeah. Rude.
I don't know why they did that twice. It's the first time I've seen it. How many 2 1/4 or 2 1/4 meter lengths of tape can be cut from 36 meters of tape?
36 divided by 2 1/4, guys. Divided by 2 1/4, so...
Yeah, no.
Well, it's not 18 and then you took the quarter out. I don't know, Jay. That's too much math.
16.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unscramble the letters to form an English word. Are you ready?
Yes.
LHCNNAE.
Channel.
There you
Yep. Good job.
Heck yeah, dude.
Channel.
253 divided by 46.
253.
5.5.
Okay. Do you have a calculator? I
No.
can't tell. Hey, don't make the teacher turn around and check. From the following 2 statements, which conclusion is absolutely true? None of the gardeners are tennis players. Number 2, all riders are gardeners. So, from the following 2 statements, which conclusion is absolutely true? None of the gardeners are tennis players.
That.
2, all the riders are gardeners. Okay, some gardeners are tennis players. Riders are not tennis players. Riders are tennis players. Some riders are not gardeners.
First one.
I can't think that fast.
That's the first one.
I couldn't even understand what the hell you're saying. Go.
We're going to go with what Leah says.
Yeah, what Leah said.
Okay. Getting close to 2 minutes. Choose the word that best describes the meaning of the bolded word in the following sentence. The newspaper released, the bolding word is scathing, review of the director's latest Broadway hit.
Scathing is hateful.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Choose
words
from the list.
uncertain, agreeable, praising, or contemptuous.
Contemptuous.
Very good. Is the phrase "Madam, I'm Adam" spelled the same written forward as backwards? Yes. Sorry, guys.
You can see it.
Yes.
Add all the odd numbers in this list. Add them all.
Okay.
2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 13, 14, 15. Is the answer an even or odd number? So the odd numbers are 3, 7, 9, 13, and 15. The odd numbers, so that's
It's an
10.
odd number.
Thank you.
It's 37.
I just finished it when you said it.
How do you
Dang
do
that?
2 friends start at the same point. They walk in opposite directions for 3 meters. Then turn left and walk another 3 meters. They turn left again and walk another 3 meters. How far apart are they?
0.
They're back where they started.
No, they're 6 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, back where they started.
6.
Okay. Pair of shoes sells for $27 per pair.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sale tomorrow and shoes offering 2 pairs for $45. How much will 3 pairs of shoes cost today? 3 times 27, guys. It's 81, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
So they're getting $9 off.
Yeah, it's just it throws you off by tomorrow and
The
today.
2 for 45.
Yeah. Tom and Chad stand on the equator 12 meters apart. Chad walks 6 meters due east. Tom walks 6 meters due west. How far apart are they now?
24 meters.
However much he walked north or west or whatever. That's
The
the
equator
answer.
goes east
12.
Right.
Notebooks sell for 33 cents per unit. How much will 5 notebooks cost? 33 times 5. Carry the 1. 165, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on. Choose a sentence that most likely is a proverb. The pen is mightier than the sword.
What?
Well, say it. Did you get it?
I don't know if I got it. All right. Okay. That was, we only made it to like question, we made it to question, that's pretty good. We made it to question 27.
We only got 5 wrong.
Yeah, we got 5 wrong.
And we skipped 3.
But I had the answer for number 2. It was harpsichord.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it really?
So
Yeah.
in that, so missing 5,
We
we
missed.
scored a 22.
All right. So let's just say we missed 4 out of 21.
That's over 80%.
Okay. Let's just say we got a 21. We got 22.
Yeah.
And we took 27 questions.
Mm-hmm. You just do the percentage from there, and you can do the math.
Wait, do what?
next.
So we almost got
Just
a 40.
multiply it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we get?
I don't get it.
It'd been easier if I only answered 25 questions.
Well,
Right.
sorry that we moved ahead and got that far, or whatever else, but
No,
we
it's
skipped 2. We skipped 2. I think we did. We probably got close to 40.
Yeah.
I
as
mean,
a
overall,
team,
if we would have, you can
let's
see.
make a deal that we all go to this website and we take it tonight
All right.
and post our scores on the
It's
Don't
a-
Hassle Us for Local site.
It's a different test though each time,
I love that though. That's good.
so we won't be able to.
Now I kind of want to take it at home so I can
do
actually
too.
think about it.
And then we have to live ourselves so we can prove we're not cheating
Oh God.
or somehow.
We'll just take a picture of it when you're done. Gives you the result.
Yeah, but you can't see that you're not using a calculator or cheating. Or...
I have to.
You cannot cheat.
you can't use a
Corral.
calculator. You can use a pencil, a pen, all that other stuff.
I think that's
Old
how
school
I tested out of
paper.
math in college because I wasn't supposed to use a calculator.
Was I faster than your calculator on that? Even
You
number
were.
one?
You're
No.
fast at math, T-Roy. I'm
I didn't
impressed.
use it on that one because Jay
Oh.
called me out.
So yeah, so that's again, doesn't matter that much. I don't know. There are plenty of places that actually use something similar to this for hiring before they
Well, I say we
even.
did pretty good.
I think we did
it's
great.
tough to do. I mean, you guys have to process that from my verbal and make notes. It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
So-
Some of it's like, what? What did you just say?
Yeah. You have to read it. You can absorb it better than if
Right.
you hear it.
Yeah, there's some of them
Like
out
the
there.
scathing one, I could have saved time with that. It would just look
Yeah.
at it and
So
said
the
scathing.
fact-
That,
right.
that takes 2 seconds. To, you know what I'm saying?
The
when you're
fact
trying
that
to
some
go
of these
fast.
professional athletes get 8 and they're reading it, that's impressive the other way.
Yeah, but on top of it, doesn't matter. I mean, you know you're getting drafted.
But
and
there's
no
some
one-
people that aren't good test takers.
That's true.
Well,
And
yeah,
some-
I mean that's the thing.
They
It's
buckle
still-
under pressure.
It's not a test of your physical abilities. It's your
All right. Well, just for example, all right. So originally, I was going to give you guys the Wonderlic that I printed off, and it's right in front of me because I went to a Wonderlic test PDF, right? And there's sample questions, and this is 50 questions that help you prepare from jobtestprep.com, and this is supposed to be the Wonderlic. But within the first 8 questions, all offer you sometimes 7 out of the first 8, but it doesn't matter. An option F, and that is none of the above.
We did
That
not
is
get that one.
awful. That first off, I'm telling you this right now. You go to any college, any education, they're and you're gonna learn how to take a test. All right. So I was a history education major. You do take a class like how to give exams or whatever else. They'll be the first to tell you that you confusing the test taker, meaning none of these are D, A, and C only. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's confusing. Or when you use a negative in the sentence, in the question, it's confusing as well. And this is what creates test taking anxiety. Because you're confusing the test taker. You should always just leave it out there exactly the way it's
No,
supposed
it's
to be.
manipulation. It's just a dick.
Oh, I
move.
had so many tests that were like that
They
in
all do
college.
that. in high
So
school.
I was going to give you guys this one, but as
That
soon
too.
as I opened
Mostly
it,
college.
and yeah, I printed it off. But as soon as I opened it, I was like, wait, I can't do this. It's not,
Yeah.
not right. But there's some in here that, the 11th month of the year, how many states in the United States.
So this website that you posted on the live feed, you can go. That's where you can go and take the one.
You can go take it, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
The 12-minute one and everything else that you can
Awesome.
do.
Good for you.
The NFL, the NFL IQ test or whatever. So, and look at how you can, and it'll give you how you compare to other people. But I mean,
I'm taking it tonight as soon as I get home.
all right, kids, stop
I'm gonna
talking.
make Lyric take it too.
Sebastian, some other names. Sebastian Janikowski got a 9. He had a long
didn't
career.
stop him from kicking the football.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
Stopped him from hitting those Harvard girls though.
Having cuties. Hey, will you give me a black cherry out of there,
Yeah, baby.
please?
Did you guys ever? I mean, did you guys ever take any standardized tests? Did you take?
I took all
I
the
took my
time.
Iowa test of basic skills. Can I try a little sip of that though?
Well, yeah. Now they're known as the eye
Are you gonna
tests.
open it? Yeah.
Ricky Stanzi scored a 30.
It's pretty good.
But did you ever have? I mean, because this is
I
12
took the
minutes.
SAT and the ACT.
All right,
Me
so,
too, twice
but-
each.
and those are
How'd
timed
you?
as well. Those are timed as well.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
I did great, but
I
I'm
went
a
up
really
each
good
time.
test taker. I'm really bad at turning in homework, but I'm an amazing test taker.
I think I got a 25 on the ACT and 1100 on the SAT.
First time I took it, I
You
got a 23.
1300
Second
on
time I
the
took it, I got a
SAT.
28 on the ACTs.
I only took them once.
You went
I was-
down your second time?
I
No,
took
went
them
up
twice because I was
by 4
pissed.
points.
I was hungover both times.
Oh God.
Same.
I've never taken a test and taken it serious.
Why am I not surprised?
Get out.
Well,
I
it
really
doesn't-
don't. I mean, like, seriously, you know the people that get
Well, they
test
did them on a
anxiety?
Saturday morning.
Right.
Good.
And I was so drunk in
You're
high
at
school.
17. Stop saying that you were hungover at
We were.
17.
I was.
We were.
I did
I
not
went to
drink in high
Almond. We
school.
were never sober.
Jay, we drank a lot when I was a kid. No, I'm just
Anyways,
saying. Do I need to get Deerfield or someone to call into the show?
No.
Who's out there listening from the loo? Where's my kid? Where's my boys?
Hey, Alleman, thanks for the
We were-
education.
We were pounding down 12 packs.
Oh, yeah. And it
okay,
was-
but I noticed with standardized tests versus my actual high school classes is I did really, really well in reading and writing and also like I don't know, anything creative at all. And I did good in science, did well in science, and then I would take the standardized tests and I did extremely well in math and like history, and I would do terrible in reading, writing, and science. I failed the science part in my first SAT test.
Huh.
That doesn't, the correlation with the reading in history doesn't really
It doesn't really make any sense.
compute because you have to read so much in history.
Yeah.
But that also has something to say if you have a teacher who happens to be a lecture type of teacher, and sometimes that happened back in the day, I don't know, but then that just also means you pay attention to detail instead of visualizing it and holding on to the detail.
Yeah, it was just weird because every class that I did super well in, and my actual classes I did terrible in standardized tests.
I was the opposite. I wouldn't show up or do my homework, and then I would show up and take a test and ace it and still get a above average in
That
the,
too.
in the class.
I had a D in AP Calculus, and then
People
I
have. Dr. Seuss said it. What did he say? Don't judge a fish's talent by his ability to climb a tree or his IQ.
Yeah.
Everybody's strengths are different. You know what I mean?
I failed
Everybody's
adult
different.
living. The only
Adult
class I ever
living?
failed ever.
now look at you.
Well, I didn't want to take
Look at you
trig
living
anymore.
like an adult
I
now.
got tired of doing trig. And in my senior year, I was like, I'm not going to use trig ever, so screw this. I'm done with it.
See what you're adult living?
And I'm going to go do adult living because any dummy can get an A in adult living, right? Not if you don't do your homework.
I never.
You were supposed to
did
do
that.
your homework. That was
Right.
75% of your grade was your homework. Well,
I got a 3 on the AP Calculus test though, so I tested out of math in college. Thank
Sounds
God.
good.
I would have friggin' failed college if I had to take math.
See, I thought college was so easy.
yeah, math was.
Oh
High
my
school-
Math's
God.
always
high
been
school was
hard.
harder for me than
Trig
college.
wasn't hard, but I was hungover. I didn't want to deal with it.
College
I was just
easier because
tired because
I
I
didn't have people
did
telling
so
me
many
what to do.
sports. I
If I
had
don't
no
have people telling me
time.
what to do, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. If I have people telling me
I
what
would
to do, I'm not
sleep
going
in
to do
that
it.
class.
Exactly.
That's how I was.
Yep, same. I can't stand being told what to do.
I don't want to make this a big deal,
Anyways.
but I am going to point out that former Tennessee quarterback and NFL quarterback and U.S. representative
Oh,
scored a 16 on the Wonderlic.
who is it?
Heath Schuler.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, he was an NFL quarterback, and then he turned a U.S.
Won a national
representative.
title. Didn't he?
No,
Didn't he win it after Peyton graduated?
no, that was T. Martin.
Oh, okay.
No, he was a quarterback before Peyton Manning.
All right, my bad. I got it mixed up.
He was a U.S. representative for North Carolina's 11th congressional district from 2007 to 2013. He was a member of the Democratic Party and the Blue Dog Coalition. He retired from politics in 2012. Yeah, there's some out there.
Well, trust me, if we start doing politicians doing the Wonderlic, that'd be a hoot.
That would be pretty.
We'll get that
pretty
guy
fun.
on there.
Maybe
that
we
thinks that
should.
The island's gonna tip over if you put too many.
But maybe we
tanks on one
should.
side of it.
Hold on a second. If you're going to go on a political debate and say, like, why don't you turn in your taxes and argue about that all the time, maybe you should take something like this.
Yeah?
We're making these kids, these 22-year-olds, take this test, and we're broadcasting it all day long for 4 days on ESPN, and we're talking about their hand size and everything else, to just run an offense?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do
I'm
a
with you,
a
Jay.
one-hour test.
Do it.
Maybe that is the answer. Maybe we just like, hey, yeah, we'll turn, everyone you turn in your taxes, but at the same time, you guys have to take a Wonderlic test, and we get to see the score.
It's Jake from State Farm.
I don't want to see anybody's taxes. Though. I don't care about that.
I don't either, but that was...
That doesn't bother me one bit. I don't care what you do with your taxes.
But then again, I can do terrible on an IQ test, but I'm actually a smart person.
It depends on what their IQ test is in. See what I mean? Everything is.
If it's in Spanish, I'm not going to be able to pass.
Everything's biased, though, is my point. Everything is biased.
Well, yeah.
So it depends on what they're testing you on.
Yeah.
It is an interesting point, though, and I don't want to cross too much into that political world.
Let's do it.
Let's not.
But we do. We measure everything else, right? We
Time
measure.
has stood still here in the studio today. We're passing over into the political zone.
No, we're not.
Oh.
My favorite zone.
Oh.
I'm just saying, if we measure all these other things, time spent or lack of time spent, your tax bracket or your voting history, or if you know who the president of Mexico is, we measure all these other things. Why don't we just flat out put out the Wonderlic test? Something like this.
Yeah.
Don't you want to know?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you feel like you want to know the IQ?
Yeah. That's why I'm going to take it as soon as I get home.
Yeah, me too.
Of your leader? And then they have to be
kinda
like,
scared,
oh,
though.
it just doesn't work that way. But
People are going to... Okay, let's say Trump takes this and he gets like a 40. They're like, it was rigged.
Fine.
The Russians hacked it.
But that's up to you. That's up to you to decide.
People just make up
But
excuses to
everything
fit their
is a
agenda.
competition.
It doesn't matter.
But let's continue
Get a
this.
calculator.
You tell me you wouldn't like this more than the town hall that was last night to have the results come in.
Listen, they're all. Listen, they all are just political. If their career wasn't to be a politician to screw everybody, because that's what they do.
I'm not out saying that.
Yeah, they are.
I'm just saying.
Every one of them.
Hey.
I say all we have to do is see every member of Congress's taxes, and then we'll know.
I could care less.
But that shows more corruption than a freaking test.
He's talking about intelligence.
I know,
If you
but
want to
that
show-
shows intelligence,
Yeah, if you want to
too.
show corruption, then that's a whole
The
different
average
test.
American voter cares about your taxes.
No.
Bomber.
I care about every member of Congress's
The
taxes. Are you kidding me?
average
When you're making
American
190
voter
when you're
cares about their taxes.
Absolutely.
Or they care more about their
Not the
IQ.
average voter, but the more intelligent voter. If you're making $190,000 a year and you're worth $15 million after being in Congress for 30 years, something's fishy there. You're not selling that.
I see her. She has a point, but that's not what we're.
That's not
I'm saying the
we're
average
talking
American
about-
voter doesn't care about that. They would rather see a
They would if
competition.
I showed them
of
why. It makes sense. You know what I mean?
The amount of clicks you're going to get online of comparing the Wonderlic score among the Democratic national nominees
I know what you're
compared to
saying.
their taxes is going to be insane.
Do you know why they want to do that though? They want to compare themselves to them, and they want it's an ego boost. That's the only thing people are going to take that for is for ego boost.
I mean, they're not going to do it. No one is going to agree to this
No, but that's
IQ
why
test.
people would want to see it.
They would have
happen.
to, like,
Heck
live
yeah.
stream
It's
it
to
or
compare
something.
yourself to your state politician. You know who would get an
I bet
8?
Bloomberg has
Blagojevich.
small hands.
Power rank it right now. Who do you think would be out of the? Just give me who do you think? Just off the top of your
Who's
head.
going to score highest? All
Who
right,
would
give me
it-
the
ju-
names. So we got Buttigieg.
Just real quick, yeah.
we got the
okay.
commie.
Before we go to break, we could bring in Jake from
We got
Elite Sportsbook.
And Coral's got it.
Please don't say commie because then we have people like, oh, they're just automatically going to rank him at 5.
Whatever, he's a commie.
Not at all. I
All
won't
right,
do
we
it
got
biased.
Warren. Who else is still in there?
No matter, this is a no-win.
Bloomberg.
This is a no-win. No
Hold
matter
on,
what we say, we're
Bloomberg's still in
sexist,
there.
ageist, or whatever else. It's
So
a no-win.
Buttigieg, the commie, Warren, Bloomberg,
Poor Jake
Klobuchar.
did not expect to come
So
into this.
Amy.
Poor Jake.
Amy, he'll be fine, Jay.
I think
You-
Amy would do pretty decent.
So who else am I forgetting? Do we still count that
Do you put Sanders
annoying
in there?
guy with the weird belt? The other billionaire?
Biden. Biden.
Oh, Biden's still
Oh
in there.
gosh.
I didn't see Tom at the...
Stein?
No, he's
Stein?
gone.
He's out.
Steyer, he's out.
He's out.
God, his
Him and his
commercials.
belt buckle.
I think that's...
I was
And
so
he never
sick
wore
of
his
that.
wedding ring. You notice that?
That's because he was busy
All
doing.
right.
So
I
one,
think
I
that's
got
it.
6. I would say this. Out of all of them, the one that I think seems the most intelligent is Buttigieg.
Right, I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
So I'll give him the highest score. We'll
Mm-hmm.
just say he's the highest.
One.
I love this.
The lowest has got to be Biden. Because seriously, I think
He could
Biden,
beat you in a push-up
and-
contest.
this is what's wrong with Biden, and I'm
He's
not
been
trying to
carried his
say.
whole
I'm not trying to say.
professional career.
I think Joe is seriously suffering from being too old. You guys, I think he's starting to
I
show
don't think
signs.
so. I think he's been pampered and catered to and
I
enabled.
think the poor man's starting
He's
to get.
never had to be smart.
He's 70-some years old, man. Things start setting in.
He rode
They
Obama's
do.
coattails.
They
He's
really
never had
do.
to be smart.
He's on the beginning stages of some sort of mental
Dementia.
Let's
Yeah.
not
I gotcha.
recklessly speculate this.
All right, I'm not reckless.
We
I'm
are
just saying it
reckless.
seems like
This
it. So
is
I
all
would say
opinion,
Biden's
not
the
fact.
yes opinion.
Okay.
I would say Biden's the lowest,
Okay.
I would agree.
and then I would say Bloomberg's probably next highest.
Ooh, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Bloomberg's another
Or
labeled.
it's either him or Amy.
I think Amy's next highest.
All right, I'll put her at 2. We're in Bloomberg 3. He
Bloomberg.
is a billionaire.
Warren's second to the last.
Yeah.
She's
I'll
not
say
a.
Warren is at 4.
She's not a quick lady.
You think? Yeah. You probably.
She's a little durr.
All right. Well, so we'll put her at 5, and then we'll put the Kami at 4. Okay.
I like it. I like it.
the
I think
rankings.
our list is accurate.
Give me your list again.
All right. 1 through 5, or 1 through
Okay.
6.
All right.
1 through 6. Okay?
How we feel they would score at the NFL Combine Wonderlic test.
Yeah.
By the Democratic National
Buttigieg
nominees.
would win, followed by Amy Klobuchar.
And he was. Yeah.
In third place, Mike Bloomberg, but his hands are small, so he
Very
didn't get
small
drafted.
hands.
And
Very small hands.
somebody cheated for him too.
Yeah.
Who's gonna?
No. Bloomberg had very small
Definitely got
hands.
small hands.
Somebody
Here
took
we
his ass
go.
for him.
No.
Two kids in
The
a trench coat.
The commie came in 4th, but he made someone pay for his test.
Yeah.
See,
What are you talking about?
Always got to change
That
up.
is
Make
funny, dude.
Okay.
Warren came in at 5, but she put the wrong name on there. She said she used a Native American name instead of her real name.
Well, she checked the wrong ethnicity.
And Biden came in at 6. Yes, there you go.
She put Navajo instead of Namaho.
Who's got the best 40 time?
That is hilarious. Oh, best 40 time.
love that one.
Who's
Here
got
we
the best
go.
40 time?
Best 40 time. Who runs the fastest?
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's
What even is this right now?
It's the
Amy.
NFL Combine for the Democratic
yeah,
nominee.
and we're gonna do 40.
That's exactly
yeah,
what
we're
it
gonna do
is.
40s and we're gonna do bench press.
We are taking sports,
Buttigieg.
making political,
Buttigieg.
and combining it
Buttigieg
together.
has to be the
He
fastest.
has to be. He's in the military.
I don't know what happy hours you go to, Coral, but this is exactly what has been going on with T. Roy and I's life for
Oh, I'm
about
telling
the
you right
last
now.
10 years.
Klobuchar's
no.
second to this too.
Absolutely.
She's
I
got
agree.
wheels.
Yeah, she was in the military as well.
The thing is who's going to win between the commie and Biden, and do they last the 40?
Biden.
Who has
remember he
Biden
challenged
nailed.
an
Biden
80-year-old
kills
to
him.
a push-up test. Biden
I
was in
think-
good shape.
I think Warren. I think Warren comes in
He-
third. I think she's faster than Bloomberg.
No.
He has short legs.
Let me tell you
Short
something.
legs, dude.
Biden wins that. Bernie doesn't even
Biden.
make it out the starting
Well,
block.
Bernie's last.
Because
We
he's-
know Bernie's
because
he's
he
having a
starts
heart attack.
nominating and he goes when they say ready, set, and he goes, wait, I thought we were going on smoke a cigarette. And he's arguing when they're like, and Biden's already crossed after go. So that's
Wait,
that's the
was it
problem.
on 3 or after 3?
Yeah. I thought we
Yeah.
agreed. I thought we all agreed to say 3.
I
No.
think
Bernie
Bloomberg.
thought
Bloomberg
that he
is
got
faster.
a head start.
Biden-
Yes.
Right.
It goes Buttigieg,
Ba-dum-bum.
Amy, Elizabeth, Bloomberg, Biden, and Kami came in last on that one.
Mayor Pete wins the 40 too?
Absolutely.
Come on, dude.
Athleticism of that group? Are you
He's the
kidding me?
youngest one in the group.
And he was
Who?
in the military. He's not.
Yeah, come on. Dude.
Boy.
And
All right.
have you ever been around these young homosexual men? They're spicy. They can outrun me in a heartbeat. They got chasing after you. You know.
We do not endorse anything she says.
I'm
All
gonna-
right,
I'm gonna
all right.
keep-
We did the 40-yard dash. Jay, we got to do who's going to win the bench press.
It's
contest.
Biden. Biden wins the bench press.
Okay, you know
what?
Biden does not beat Buttigieg in bench press.
Gosh darn it all. Yes,
He might get
does.
second.
No, he does not.
He can have second.
You guys-
Warren's like,
We're
no.
nominating Buttigieg off
Yeah,
this
you guys
40-yard.
love Mayor Pete here.
Well, I'm just saying.
Bernie's bottom.
Yeah, Bernie can't
I
even
always
push
thought
himself
Bernie
out of
would
the
be a
bed in the
top.
morning.
I never pictured him at the bottom.
Warren's probably number 5.
Warren
I'm
didn't
just
even
saying.
make it.
He didn't even make it to
I
the
think Amy can out bench press Biden.
No.
yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Biden. You know what? Biden's in some.
Okay, we'll put Biden at 2 then, if that's what you want to do.
He challenged an 80-year-old to a push-up contest.
All right. Can the girls out bench press Bloomberg though?
Yeah, absolutely. I could.
Yeah.
I could. Yes.
All
I
right,
could.
we'll put him at 2.
I don't know about Warren.
And then
He's not
who's
working out.
can Warren out bench press Amy?
No.
No.
All right,
No,
all right.
No
no,
way.
definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
All right. She's a tough Midwest mom. Right now, Amy's doing very well in this.
One last time.
Just saying.
Amy's.
We gotta get-
If I had to pick one, I'd.
We got to bring Jake on one last time. Who's got the best vertical?
Oh, who can jump the highest?
Yeah, that's the vertical.
It's gonna
yeah.
be booty
That
gag
would be the
again.
vertical measure.
Ooh.
Or Amy.
You know what? It's gonna be Bloomberg.
No.
He's little. It's not about.
He's not
it's a-
Super Mario
He can
brother.
get that off the ground.
I can
have
attest to
some
this right
freaking
now.
hops.
I'm not tall,
Okay.
and I do not have a strong vertical.
You
I
got it.
do.
Ups.
Okay.
You got
I'm
ups?
5'2" and I have a super. Well, I did in high school, but
Wait, I have a question. This is a factor in this.
Yeah.
Is the Mario music playing while he jumps.
Yes.
Well, then he might have.
So I think Bloomberg's got the ups here.
No way, dude.
Yeah.
He has assistants standing up.
That doesn't matter. He's
It
jumping.
does. He could fall better
So
than anybody.
you're giving
but
this
he
all to
can't jump.
Buttigieg. You're going right across the board.
Well, it's athleticism.
Yeah.
Or Amy.
All right. I'll give it to Buttigieg, but
Or
I'm saying
Biden.
Bloomberg's number 2.
I gotta see Biden's calves. I don't know.
I can't see Bernie jumping more than... I don't think
Bernie-
his feet get off the ground.
Have you seen him? He loses his balance when he
I bet
walks.
his glasses fall off the minute he tries to think about jumping.
He can ride coattails like nobody's business, though.
And but I'll tell you what, if you start asking about how many houses he has, he's going to lose his stuff.
Round this out, and then we'll take a break.
All right.
Bring Jake in. We'll
Take
bring,
her Cole.
I'm going to
we'll
go...
bring this back to normal.
I'm going to go Amy at 3. We got the commies last on that one, too. I'm going to give Biden a little more ups than Warren.
Yeah. Give him 4.
Yeah, give her 4. Or him 4 and give her 5.
So it's Mayor Pete across the board?
Mayor Pete
dude.
across the board.
In
That's
the
like
NFL,
youth.
I mean, if you want me to
He's
do the
young.
NFL.
He was in the military.
Wonderlic and all that stuff.
You know? And I'm telling you, the gay guys, they care about their appearance, their physical, everything. They're all about it. They keep everything, manscaped, trimmed, cut.
When's the last time you manscaped, Jay?
I have a gay uncle, and he wore Versace and Gucci.
We need to take a break.
Gucci.
100% we need to take a break from this.
Gay
It
guys
is going-
care.
It's going somewhere else.
Out there on the Heritage Pub
This is-
comment thread, when's the last time you manscaped?
Oh my goodness.
Y'all heard that time Bobby Boucher showed up at halftime and Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl?
Do we have to go to break now?
Yes, we have to go to break now.
Boy.
Yes.
Well, for nearly 12 minutes, Jason was trying to make us go on a break. But
Yeah.
for 12 years,
My
Pints
bad,
has been
yeah.
providing the greatest fun times around with beer, drinks, and all kinds of lavish fun. Monday through Friday, happy hours 3 to 6. Enjoy complimentary Vans Pizza at 5 o'clock. Stop at any day of the week and enjoy one of Pints' daily specials. That's Pints 5268 Utica Ridge Road in Davenport.
This is Matt Koss of the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
New Year's is here, and so are New Year's resolutions. If you're bored with the same old gyms and workout routines, try a different, fresh way to get in shape with a membership to Tarpons Martial Arts Center. Try karate, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, or judo, all taught by certified black belt instructors. With flexible class schedules and 2 Quad City locations, it's very easy to start your path to learning a valuable skill set while you get in shape. Join now, and new students get a free uniform and official t-shirt online at tarponsdojo.com.
See, very intrigued by the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
Did you see what happened with Kyle Rudolph? Because it reminded me of you for all of the wrong reasons. Kyle Rudolph went to Twitter and pointed out that a media member had asked him for his gloves that he cheated to win the game against the Saints with. And he said, sure, for charity, of course. I'll even sign them for you since it's for charity. And then he gave it to the media member, then saw it being sold on eBay for $375 plus $6 of shipping, and just pointed out that that was wrong. And not only is it wrong, it's fireable.
Listen, I have since apologized. I mean...
You apologize? You've been leaving messages on Kyle Rudolph's machine?
Yes, Rudy.
Charity's the name of my wife.
The Dan Le Batard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
It's basketball senior night, Saturday the 22nd, as North Park visits the Carver Center for a final men's and women's doubleheader. The women tip off at 5, the men go at 7. Then, it's on to postseason tournament action. Men's volleyball has 2 upcoming conference matches this week. Saturday at 2, Milligan visits the Carver Center. Then Wednesday at 7, North Park comes to town. For more information, visit augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front row seat to big-time small college sports.
Escúchame, it is the Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio.
It is funny to have a coach say, no, I didn't mean to call them thugs. I meant to call them slugs. And I just want to officially parse the dumbest possible way we could ever discuss race in sports. Did the old guy mean slugs or thugs? If he meant thugs, racist. If he meant slugs, just good coaching. Maybe he's just old and made a verbal mistake because they fly around a lot and he's old. It is a great defense, though. It really is, because I believe him. I believe that he meant to say slugs.
I mean, it's really the only defense you can go to, right?
Racist!
I'm old. I meant to say slugs.
No, slugs! I'm just old and doddering. I'm not racist. Just old.
The Dan Lepetard Show, 9 till noon on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
When storm damage hits, All Major Restorations is your insurance claim specialist. Loose or missing shingles, dented siding, or damaged windows. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities works with your insurance company, making the process quick and easy. The insurance company has people fighting for them. Let All Major Restorations work for you. Residential, commercial, and industrial. There's a reason they have an A+ accredited Better Business Bureau rating. Storm damage estimates are always free. Visit amrestorations.com. All Major Restorations of the Quad Cities.
The Circle Tap is your place for daily specials all week long. Start the week off with $3 whiskeys on Monday. Tuesday's Ladies Night with $3 You Call It and over $300 in weekly prizes. Kick back with dollar drafts on Wednesday, $6 mini import pitchers on Thursdays, $6 domestic pitchers on Saturdays, and $2 cans on Sunday. Mark your calendars for St. Patrick's Day and Circle Tap's 4-day Irish Blowout. Enjoy great food, great drinks, and great friends all week long at the Circle Tap, West Locust Street, Davenport.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KBOB, Davenport.
All right, everybody out there in the Harrington's Pub Facebook thread right now, if you want to have Serge tell us something, he's here. Anyway, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Right Satellite and Dish. This is Don't Ask Us a Local on AM 1170 The K-Bob. We got Jake, not from State Farm.
But I am wearing khakis.
He is wearing his khakis.
I like that he comes in costume. Jake is
He's embracing it just in case.
No, right.
Well, yeah.
Where am I going? I want to hurt you.
Tuesdays.
Heard that before.
Remember when the Fridays used to be the crazy show?
Yeah, Fridays used to be nuts.
Now Tuesdays are. It's
now
Tuesday.
Now
of
it's
the week.
any day. You never
It's
know what's going to
Tuesday.
happen. Well, I got to find our picks.
Well, I've got mine. So
I
if you
got
get
it.
yours.
Is that it?
We'll get to that though. Yeah, the guess the lines. So Jake is in from Elite Sportsbook
Yep, I got it
and
right
Rhythm
here.
City Casino. First things first, we are fresh off the fight, Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. I'm sure you guys had a good crowd out there. How'd it go out there?
Went really well, actually. Around 400 people.
Whoa.
Standing room only outside of draft day. So yeah, it went really good.
All right, so people were there. Did you guys have it on the big screen in the Rhythm Room?
No, we didn't. We just had it in draft
You
day.
had a band?
There was a band. Yep, live music every weekend. Yeah, the fight was pretty expensive. Boxing is just way more than UFC, and we weren't sure.
So put it out there. You expanded your
They would've
fire
charged you
code.
more to
Yeah,
put
your
it in
fire
the-
code.
Exactly. Yeah, it goes by occupancy. So we weren't sure how being a boxing match this was going to turn out.
That's a good call on your guys' part by not using the Amazon Fire Stick and try to do that.
Yeah,
good call.
It was a suggestion.
Good call on how you guys do these things.
Wait,
you guys,
what?
Work you
for
guys
me.
you guys are so good about following things.
rules. I don't know
following
what it
rules,
is,
yeah.
licenses
But not breaking
and
the
So you had
law.
about 400. How many?
Shocking.
At what point did people start getting there for the fight?
They were there pretty early. We had a steady crowd. There was also a pool tournament going on.
Yes, that's right.
So that helped, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But there was a line all the way out the door around the
So
corner.
because right now Deontay Wilder wants to invoke his rematch clause, and they're looking for a summer fight. So for those out looking to plan ahead for this, get there early.
Yep.
400 people or more, and it was standing room only. So I'm sure it was a good crowd. How was the money looking? Where was the majority of the money on?
Majority of the money was on Wilder, 80% actually.
Really?
So yeah, unfortunately.
They must not have listened to Leah.
I'm so mad at myself.
I knew he was a favorite, but that's really surprising.
You called it,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I called it.
Seventh round?
She called the round, yeah.
She did.
See, I pay attention to you.
Yeah.
She was talking big game.
He pays attention when he's not in studio. Usually when he's in studio.
I'm sorry, what?
But every time I make a guess, he's the first one that goes, really?
Yeah. Well, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to agree with you,
How
but
much I would have been able to pay off my mortgage.
Well, it matters how much you bet because it wasn't that big of a. Wasn't that? Yeah.
Yeah, but she had the round, and I think the round was at plus 470, 480. The round you called, I think it was more than that.
I guess a knockout in the round.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yes.
impressive.
So did you see any big bets on there? Did anyone come in? Anything large?
There wasn't any large bets, but
Okay.
it was just a lot of bets from the general public, like in general. So
That's a
it was
good
good
thing.
to see a good turnout.
That's a
lot of
good
people
sign
involved.
that it's going that way for boxing.
Yeah.
What's next big? I mentioned a possible Wilder Fury 3.
Mm-hmm.
What else is coming up in the UFC boxing world?
We got UFC 248 on March 7th, so we'll be showing that. Overflow will be in the Rhythm Room.
A week from
depending on the
Saturday?
numbers. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that should be a good fight. And that's we're planning on having every UFC match going forward. The big boxing matches kind of come as they come, so to speak. So none are really scheduled on that level going forward yet. So.
When's the next fight?
7th.
of March.
Who is it?
Adesanya and Romero.
Yeah.
We should take bets.
We'll get to that. How about next
maybe
week?
next week? Yeah.
How about next week we do that, Bomber? Because now you want to
If
figure
I call
out.
it, then you guys all you have to start.
You want to figure it out.
Play some money.
I thought you were going to make a bet on it.
I didn't. I forgot, and then kids.
Life. Yeah.
I made her drink on Friday.
You did forced fed.
We are going to come to talking about the future bets for NFL in 2020 and the MLB, but what everyone's really waiting on is the XFL and our guest the lines.
Oh, I was going to say, what?
Now, is there, again, from week 2 to 3, now last week you said not so much. Is there any increase in betting the XFL?
So it dipped a little bit again, actually.
Okay.
But it's still doing better than the AAF did when it started. So I don't know if there was just a lot of distractions going on with basketball and, boxing and that kind of limelight this weekend, or people are just kind of seeing how the season lays out before they're going to put some money down. But
Well, I will say that our friend Hannah at the cashier table, she's like, you're one of the few getting in there on these XFL bets. Says, it'll happen if they, because I'm doing so well, they're gonna start following. She said, okay.
He is doing pretty well.
So the draft day lounge are people in there, but it is a weird Saturday. I mean, because on Saturday you can't figure that out so much because you had Kansas Baylor at noon, and you had the other game, so you don't know if people were watching that, and then you had the fight after leading into that. So, all right, but we've got to do.
All right, we got to see where we're at.
We got music
or anything for
yeah,
this?
Right.
What?
It just seems like I'm
You're just over there clicking the clicker. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying, but it's like you don't. I mean, you see me doing it. It's like you're like, oh, you do it like what? Do you not do anything? Like, I'm trying.
I don't hear anything.
I'm trying to get there. All right, so.
All right. You're still trying. So
we guessed the lines yesterday. What we thought the lines of the XFL Week 4 should be. Jake's going to come and give us what the lines of each game is, what the totals of each game can be. I'm probably going to argue with about 75% of them. So.
All right, Jake. First on the bill here, we have the Wildcats at the Guardians. What is the spread?
Hold on. Tell the people what we guessed.
I want to hear the spread, and then I'll tell you what we guessed.
Okay, you do your thing. Fine.
Or do you want me to do it that way?
I don't care. You do whatever. I like what you're doing here.
All right.
Yeah, I like it. I like that you feel comfortable. You taking control. Because if the teacher does it, then I just get yelled at. So you do it. You take it. No. You lead Jake in how you want to hear it.
No, you do it.
Stop telling you to do it. I already told you.
Well, it's been fun
you're
to be
doing
back,
fine,
guys.
All right, Jake. What's the spread?
Yeah.
Wildcats -7.
Wildcats -7. Jay was gonna take this, but too bad. Leah came in at -6.5.
Boom.
Jay was -9. Troy was -10.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back and do the over-unders,
Mm-hmm.
Jay, or do you want to do them now?
No. We'll come back.
All right.
LA
-7.
You're going to take a hit there, Vegas. That line's going to move up to,
to
eight,
-9.
8.5 by kickoff.
All right. Well, if Leah wins every one of these, I'm going to be really pissed.
Yeah, I'm not going to be happy.
Dragons at the Battlehawks. The line is?
-12.
Come on, Dragons. Come on, Dragons.
Battlehawks.
-12 Battlehawks. T-Roy takes this with -9.
Jay, we said it was too high, remember?
That's too high.
Yeah.
100% that's too high.
Leah was at -5.5. Jay was -7.5.
Yeah, that is way too high.
That
Take
is.
Seattle all day long with that.
That is Howard Hudge.
I can't imagine what those lines. Now I'm interested in. All right, I need to write this down.
God, I might get the rest of these right then.
Yeah, write it down. So
I need to write these down. You need a pen?
Yeah, because I want to
I'm
look at
writing
the
them down.
over-under when we get into that.
All right, the next one. The Houston Roughnecks at Sergi's Dallas Renegades.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
What do you got?
Battle of Texas, Roughnecks -1.
Roughnecks -1, Jay. Looks like T-Roy wins again with -2.
The undefeated Houston Roughnecks.
Bomber was -3.5. Jaybird was -6.
Houston, you have a problem. It's called the Dallas Renegades.
No.
All right.
No, you've got a potential MVP candidate right there, PJ Walker. -1. No.
He says no.
No, and they haven't won at home. No.
Once he gets closer, it'll climb a little bit.
All right, now the DC Defenders, Leah's beloved team, coming off an embarrassing loss, but they get to bounce back and play the lowly Vipers of Tampa Bay, my team. What's the spread?
Vipers at home is getting -1.
The Vipers are favored?
They're favored.
No
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh no.
I couldn't star that and be
That
happier about that.
goes to
Dang it,
Jay
it's
by
wrong.
default.
That
Jay
could
had
not-
Defenders -5. I had Defenders -10. Leah had -7.
I mean, they're.
Are you sure?
They've got the
You
best
read that
odds to
right?
win. Yeah.
You read that right?
Oh, they had the best preseason odds to win the whole thing.
Yeah, well, they're still tied with the Roughnecks, I think.
No, they have not won a game, the Vipers.
No, I'm talking Defenders.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
the Defenders
Yes,
are fine. Yeah,
yeah.
2-1. Yeah, they're fine
I
with.
feel like I
they're
have to pull up on the website now just to.
I
let you guys
think they're
believe me here.
tied with the St. Louis in their division. Is that right, or St. Louis in the West?
Right? That's crazy. Jay, even if it was Defenders -1, Jay has that, but you sure it wasn't -10 and you just forgot the 0?
Yeah.
No, I had him at even.
I have made mistakes
You
before,
had me
but
even.
I'm feeling very confident here.
All right.
Well, first things first. We don't know who the quarterback's going to be.
Well,
Quinn
on the odds guessing, Leah
Here
took.
it is.
No, don't go that fast.
Yeah.
No. Run to this casino
Well,
and put money on the DC Defenders.
I don't think
dead serious.
Biden's going to make it on the
So
run.
there is no way that any professional or in college, whatever else, that this is that big of a deal that they're this
They're
far
out.
out of DC because their first 2 games were in DC.
I'm with you,
Then they're
Jay.
on the road. There's just no way that this Tampa Bay is that big of a deal. I've seen Tampa Bay play.
DC Defenders.
I'm
when-
taking
can
the
we bet? Can we bet now?
I'm taking
You
the
can bet
Defenders
now.
right now.
All right,
Run
I'm
to the
going
casino.
I'm
You
going
heard
to the
him.
casino
There,
after this.
there
I'm
you go.
betting.
All right.
All right, now we got to get the over-unders. But by the way, for the odds, T-Ray took 2, Jay took 1, Bombs took 1. Now we're going to go 2 over-unders.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wildcats
at
Guardians. Over-unders 40.
Over-under is 40. Oh, my God, Lee and I split this. I was 42, she was 38, Jay was 42.5.
Yeah.
40.
I'm close.
So the Wildcats are
Neither one of us,
2-1
none of us were that
against-
far off.
No, Wildcats are 2-1 at the over. And theirs was 44 on Sunday last week. It's the Guardians who they only got to 38. They were at 40 against St. Louis last week. They got to 38. It's the Guardians who can't score, and they don't know what they're doing with the quarterback. Matt McGloin's out with a rib injury. That one's going to be iffy. Okay.
All right, Dragons at Battlehawks.
Over-unders 39.
Jay took it.
That's right.
Man.
That's right, he says. Jay has 40.5. I had 49.5. I was way off. And Bombs had 42. Okay, Roughnecks at Renegades.
Over-unders 50. 5-0.
Over-under is
Highest one.
50, and guess who nailed it right on the head? T-Roy!
Did you?
Yeah, at 50. Jay was 46.5. Bombs was 44. All right. Defenders Vipers.
43.5.
Oh, my word. Jay Foster takes another one. He had
Yeah, I had
44. Bombs had 38. I had 49. So Jay took 2. I split one with Bombs, and I nailed one on the head.
All right.
So but I got 1, 2. Right?
Yeah, we split.
2.
All right. St. Louis is averaging around 28 points per game, and then they're at -12.5.
-12.
-12. There's your 40. They're saying they could win it by 28-16. All right, that makes sense, I guess. I like the. I love DC getting a point on the road. Love it. Do I see any over-unders that I like? New York Guardians. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, St. Louis is averaging 22.6.
I like the over in the Roughnecks Renegades game.
I like the over in the Roughnecks Renegades.
It's going to be a shootout. Yeah.
Yes. Houston doesn't play defense, by the way. Yeah. They do not play defense, but they score at will. And I do like St. Louis and Seattle at the over. Those are your two overs. You're right.
It was -1, correct?
Yeah,
I really thought that Battle Ox one would be higher, but I guess they just don't think the Dragons are going to score.
St. Louis defense is good.
I'm going to go put like $200 right after this on the Defenders.
Cool.
That's a.
I encourage all listeners to
make it out to Elite Sportsbook.
Yeah.
And with that +1, it will change your money line bet to only at instead of -110 taking the point
I
to.
never do money line. Once I get there, I'm going to do some kind of parlay. It's going to change.
Okay, well, here's what you do then. If you just want. Okay, if you're going to take DC, right, and that's going to be a money line or a +1, but might as well just make it money line, okay? Okay. And then you take LA money line, parlay with that, because they're at 7. I had it -9. Mm-hmm. And then you take St. Louis money line, and those are your 3 parlays right there. You're not worrying about any spread whatsoever, and you're gonna have a payout. It's not going to be too big, but the DC one helps you out. Because
go to
Seattle,
the kiosk and play with the odds.
Honey, I know where to go.
Oh yeah, all right, good.
Because Seattle at -12.5, Seattle's going to be somewhere around like -550 money line, and LA at -7 is going to be somewhere around, maybe a -410 to -380 money line, and then you're going to get DC at probably -105 money line.
Yep.
So those 3 together, you have a nice little payout, but.
So I'll put $200 down on the parlay.
The one that now throws me off is Houston-Dallas. I feel confident Houston can beat Dallas because I've seen what they've done, but is Houston going to remain undefeated? But the other 2 are the ones that I feel like your salt and pepper and your money line parlay. It's the DC one that we feel confident about.
Oh, I'm super confident about that one. With the -1, yeah. Vipers. I don't know how they're favored. They're the worst team in the XFL.
Well, I think they
your team.
Hey, man, I got feelings,
dude.
New
York is there, but they're not in our power rankings. They're actually number 7 in the power rankings I did. But the thing is that Quentin Flowers, they haven't made the change yet. In 3 games, they still haven't. He was 4 for 6 for 67 yards, rushed 6 times for 29 yards, and scored 1 touchdown. That's it. He hasn't done anything. They don't feel confident giving him the taking over at snaps down in Tampa Bay, although he led all of South Florida. He's their all-time offensive guy ever. So, like I said, Tressman gave over the offensive coordinator calls to their OC, but that DC is going to come out really, really angry.
Oh yeah.
How mad are they?
When they see what
Very
Vegas
angry.
is betting against them, they're going to come out even more angry.
So. There's just some that stick out, but yeah, the over-unders, they're right there, and we weren't too far off on any of them, but I don't know.
Yeah, we were pretty close.
Yeah, hopefully there's people out there that are betting it though, Jake. All right, the future odds for the NFL. What are we seeing out there for winners of divisions and the overall the championship?
I've got the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Odds here. So Chiefs are at 6-1.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ravens 13-2, so not far behind there.
Yeah.
49ers 8-1, tied with the Saints at 8-1. Then we got Patriots 10-1, Steelers 12-1, and just Bears at 15-1, tied with the Cowboys and Eagles, and Packers and Seahawks.
Yeah, not to piggyback too much on the NFL, but did you see that the Carolina Panthers are saying they're going to stick with Cam Newton and run through it? So there goes that idea for the Bears. Sorry, Serge, that you're not going to have Cam. He just shrugs, man. Move on.
Never say sorry to me.
We're right around the corner for Major League Baseball.
You're prettier.
What are we looking at for division? Where's the money at on the division winners? I know we talked on Friday with Tyson about this. You can start with the AL East, NL East, and work your way to AL Central, NL Central, and AL.
I'll go by the ALs
Sure.
first. So New York Yankees
Sure.
in the East.
Heavy favorite.
Yep.
They cheat.
Then we're going Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, they are a favorite.
And Houston Astros, fan favorite.
They're big cheaters. Proven cheaters.
Then for the NL East, Atlanta Braves, Cardinals.
Okay.
And the Dodgers.
All right.
For the West.
The Dodgers and Yankees should be heavy favorites. Astros there. I believe it goes Twins, Indians, then your White Sox surge, which I think this is the year we had highlighted for the White Sox.
Yeah.
So that might be better money because it's plus money. It's not minus.
Correct.
To take a look at it. And last time the Twins did something like this that came out of nowhere, which wasn't too long ago, it was Paul Molitor's first year, and then they took a nosedive. So I still think looking at the White Sox to win that division is a way to look at. AL and NL championship odds?
NL, LA Dodgers, 3-2.
Yeah.
Atlanta Braves, 5-1. Washington Nationals, 6-1. Cardinals are right behind there, 7-1.
That's your Atlanta Braves, right, T-Ray? That are second? Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
What do you mean?
It's a team now?
Yeah, it's a team now.
I can't even keep up, man.
Why am I getting made fun of?
Because you said last week that you're an Atlanta Braves guy now on Friday.
Well, I mean, they're going to win that division.
Yeah, but you... Yeah.
It's going to be them and the Dodgers. I already got it.
You just got to spray paint all your Oakland A's hats now?
No.
Aw, you know my cousin.
You had to check and see what kind of hat you had on.
No, I just showed you what it was.
What team am I wearing today?
It's a cool hat.
Oh, my head itches.
I'm going to get a Detroit Tigers one, too.
Oh, yeah, Magnum?
Yes.
All right,
Grow out
the
my
AL.
corn stash.
Yeah.
New York Yankees, 6-5. Houston Astros, 3-1. Twins, 8-1. Red Sox, 12-1. We got a three-way tie. The Indians and Oakland A's are at 12-1 as well.
Huh. And to win the whole enchilada?
New York Yankees, 7-2.
Yeah. They're not going to win it.
LA Dodgers right behind them with 4-1.
Dodgers.
And Astros 5-1.
Dodgers. This is the Dodgers' year. They deserve it. The baseball gods are going to give it to them.
The Dodgers?
Your Cubs are plus 2,500.
Who's yours? Who's saying that too?
The people.
The people out there.
Yeah. Fearless leader Tira over there.
Braves used to be my team too, Roy, so I'm not hating.
I just don't like baseball right now because the Cubs aren't doing anything. It's irritating.
He doesn't like basketball. He doesn't like baseball. He's getting so busy
You
his.
should be on a sports radio show.
He's getting ready. He's getting ready for his draft. T-Roy 3.0
Yeah,
draft.
they're only real sports football.
Should have come over and watched the fights.
Yeah, I didn't know you had it.
We didn't know either until we got it last second.
Yeah, it's cool. Empire Strikes Back was great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hunters.
Yeah, that's
new
what you want
Netflix
to watch.
show? Or
Amazon.
Amazon, yeah.
Started last night. So good.
Yeah.
Did you start it?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Are
so
you
excited.
obsessed with me?
I thought we were starting together, but I guess not. I'd play catch up.
It is so good, you guys. I was like at the edge of my seat. I love it.
All right.
It is based on a true story.
I know, I love it.
Nazi hunters, 1977, New York City.
Get some.
Ugh. Watch it. Over under on how many people love hunters.
Nationally? Internationally?
Come on, Jay!
I don't know if I'm... it's my
Statewide
expertise
first,
to make
statewide.
an educated guess on that one. I'll
So,
talk at the wrist.
so that's the thing to watch is Hunters. That's
It
what
is
you're
amazing.
over.
I'm telling you. And it's done kind of like a Quentin Tarantino film, but without the
nice.
gore.
Mhm.
But the way it jumps around from the flashbacks to the flash forwards and all that stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then you can...
Yeah, the opening scene alone sets it up.
Oh my God.
I love
And it captures you're in.
There you go.
It's amazing.
CJ?
Best done television I've seen in probably 5 years.
Really?
For real.
You sold me.
So
You have me
watch
fury.
it.
Now
If you don't have Amazon
so
Prime, I'll give you my
excited.
login.
All right.
You're all
so
good to go.
excited.
I have it, but I can't want your login.
I'm just saying, you're Jake from State Farm. I would hook you up.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome.
Well, Jake, thank you so much. I'm glad that you could come in. And sorry about the nonsense beforehand.
Good job.
That's what we do. That's what we do. And that the weather worked out that you could make it here because it didn't snow. Good to see Serge. Good to have you back in the house.
Good to be back.
Yeah. Bomber, thanks.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you to Coral from 7G and T-Roy. Always a pleasure, my friend.
I feel like I'm in trouble today. I don't know what happened.
You're not in trouble. No one's in trouble. It was a fun show. It's something different. I mean, you can sit there and read nonsense all you want, or you can sit here and you can make up fake 40 times for Democratic candidates. I think it's great.
That was fun.
Yeah.
You guys are wrong on all that, too, by the way.
Sure.
Biden's going to win the fake 40 time.
Well, I was thinking about it when I went to the bathroom.
Well, he thinks he's black, so.
Well, Bloomberg owns the team. He's not doing any of these tests. He's like, screw you guys, right?
Bloomberg can pay
He's
somebody to do it for
He's going to D on it, just show up in the limo, get out, run the 40, and get back in and leave.
All right. And on that note, you have a hassle-free Tuesday, Quad Cities.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Yeah. We will see you tomorrow. Enjoy yourself.